All right, I believe we are live.
I think so.
There we go. Okay, hello everybody. We're here to do that thing where we talk about kind of whatever. We're gonna try to stick it mostly to anime and
Yeah.
occasionally gaming stuff. But yeah, that's no real topic in those genres. We just kind of freeform, kind of chit chat about whatever. And there has been some interesting anime news recently.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a lot to pretty much be excited about or not be excited about or
Exactly. It's been as I mean, especially with the whole Ava thing happening recently. It's been kind of interesting to see what's going on. And
especially with that coming on the gateway of gateways, which is Netflix.
oh yeah, like it's it's the show that most people tell you like you have to watch Ava. Like, oh, you have to watch Ava. And
I
now you
mean,
can through like the easiest way to watch most shows, which is Netflix.
yeah.
Although there's pseudo controversy. I'm not I don't know about you. I wasn't like pissed off, but I know some people who were like genuinely upset about some of like the slight changes to the show.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really that attached to like the dub cast to begin with
Yeah.
because my feelings for Ava overall, so I really didn't mind it. But it was some stuff I saw that I was kind of like, I mean, this is a 25-year-old series, so it's not really too. You can't really go spoiler on it. I mean, it's been out there. Like, the infamous scene from End of Evangelion,
Yeah.
um, where they changed his dialogue there to, I think he said, I'm the lowest of the low or something. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was like like I'm the lowest of the low or something like that. And I was like, that's
Yeah.
so not as cool. Like
Yeah, he was. He just got there beaten off over a comatose body. It was the lowest of the low. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. I think we like the other obvious better.
exactly. Like well, it was that and
It's so messed up. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know there was a few people who like I this one I was just like, "Oh, yikes," cuz I knew people were going to be upset when they changed it. I wasn't like upset, but I was like, "Really?" I mean, like I know it's not the direct translation, but I always thought that was kind of neat. Is when oh, what's his name? The white-haired kid who's like an angel. Secretly spoilers.
Fuck.
Spoilers for a show that's very old.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
It's
he
right. It's somebody's name that's like familiar. So Kogami. No, not Kogami.
it's like
Kaneda. No, Kaneda. Not Kaneda. That's
Canada.
that's
Help
like
me.
Kira.
Yeah, exactly.
Komeda. What's
So,
the damn kid's name?
something.
What's the kid's name? Danganronpa with the white hair.
Komaeda,
And two. Yeah. So yeah. That's
something like that.
See, we don't care about even that much.
Yeah. We're not big yet, which is funny. Yeah, because we said that in our chat. We were just like, yeah, we're not big. Like, I still like Frank's more. Like, even after like going back and watching other scenes, I was like, yeah, it was not my favorite show on the planet.
Nagato. That's his name. It's Nagato. So
Nagato.
is this your king?
Yeah,
Is this your
exactly.
king?
Exactly. Is this your king?
Was to
That's how I
save
feel.
Mecca.
Yeah, this is the savior of Mecca. Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, like when this came back, I was like, it's finally time for me to watch Razafon. That was literally
Yeah.
my reaction. I was like,
Yeah. I went down that road a couple of months ago, and I'm
yeah,
about halfway through it, and it's
This-
just about as weird.
yeah. Like I was like, I feel like you can make this show, but like actually finish it, as opposed to like storyboard the ending.
Right.
No offense, Gynax, I love you. Don't be mad.
Right. That and Bocarano. I've been watching that recently too.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what was? Oh, right. I was gonna say the line was they changed it from that's what love means to it means I like you.
Oh God.
And I was like, and people were like pissed, and I was like a little salty because I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, like I liked it better the other way, but I mean, like same thing, I guess. But people were like, no, it was supposed to like signify that Shinji was like maybe kind of into dudes, and I was like, oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, everything else in Ava is already like kind of pushing boundaries for the time it came out, and I guess that's fine too.
Yeah, and it's also the matter of it's not really dated, But at the time that it came out, it was so F you to Gundam.
Oh, big time. Also, shout out to Very. Thank you for the $2 donation, my boy.
Oh, hey, that's what's up.
Ava looks stunning. I don't know, Caster. I'm kind of with Scott on this, where it definitely, a lot of it's a big middle finger to Gundam, like a lot of it. But
Right, which was supposed to have been a point, but
yeah, but at the same time, I don't know if it necessarily looks like mind-blowingly cool. It was I couldn't imagine seeing it like as it came out. Like that would have blown my mind.
oh yeah, definitely. And at least the mecha designs, with the units, they still look pretty damn good. Like I've been going through just like how you said you were, and just watching some of my favorite parts, like when they were doing the synchronized backflips. And
Yeah.
I was like, that still looks pretty damn cool right now. But,
Yeah. I will say like there's parts of the show that like when I say like, is this your king? Like I don't mean it like the show sucks. I mean it as like,
I do.
oh, Scott does. I mean it more as just like, I like the show, but I don't understand like the. I mean, I guess I kind of understand, but like the insane hype that is like surrounds the show and like maintains the show. Because to me, I'm like, it's good. I just don't like. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's just the brain twist that it went on. And again, looping back to what we were saying, where it was such a deconstruction of what Giant Robo was at the time.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the main thing. I mean, you had a pilot who is a whiny. Oh God, I hate Shinji. I don't even want to talk about it. You have this whiny pilot, and most of the time in Gundam, that's usually what it is. It's this kid that's conflicted about war, but he doesn't want to do it. But eventually, he actually mans up and gets in the robot and becomes a hero. Unlike Shinji, who lets everyone die because he's such a puss. All right, I'm gonna stop.
I was rewatching. The end of the end of Evangelion, and like I was like, you let Asuka die before you did anything. Spoilers. And by the time you get in the fucking robot, she's dead, and you're shocked by that. Like, remember he does the like the scream like he always does, but he screams when he sees like Ava Unit 2 like all ripped apart. I'm like, yeah, Shinji. What did you think?
He's such a bad character.
It's funny because like there's another character he reminds me of, but that character is way better. It just takes a long time for that character to get good, in my opinion. You might say it takes 18 episodes for said character to get over himself.
Yeah,
and that's Subaru from ReZero.
Yeah.
Subaru is like Shinji, but like to me, I tolerate Subaru way more because his arc is. You could argue Shinji's more human because he has like dips and dives. Like sometimes Shinji actually gets in the robot without like thinking about it, and then other times he's like scared to do it. But with,
like when he got shot in the chest was episode 8.
Oh yeah, like there's all this like he's just like a mess, and Subaru is also a mess. But
Subaru admitted he was a mess.
Yeah, like Subaru came to grips with it, and in my opinion, did it in a way that I actually like enjoyed watching him grow. By like episode 10, my tune had changed, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting into there's a video I made on it. I'm not gonna go into it.
Yeah, I agree with Castor too. He says Johnny Bosch is Toji. I actually like that. I like that choice of a voice actor for him. Johnny's
a voice actor I love, and like usually like I do think that's pretty solid casting. Like he feels like a Johnny Young Bosch type of character anyway.
Right.
So the casting I will say I don't like the girl they got to play Misato.
Me either.
It's not Misato. Like when I heard it, I was like, that's not right. Like just as soon as I heard it.
I tweeted about this yesterday night. I was like, is it me or is this that she sounds too mature?
Exactly. Because Misato's supposed to be kind of a mess. Like yeah.
I mean, she's supposed to be older, but she sounds like she's like 45 or something.
She also sounds like disinterested. Like the actress seems like she just wasn't really, because like Misato's voice actress in the original, her voice is so distinct. Like it's almost like it has like when she gets really excited, there's almost like a raspy tone to it.
Right.
And it's so her. It's so like I can't separate that voice from that character. And I admit like nostalgia plays a part in that, right? Like I saw the show a while ago, and It's that. Asuka, I know people are upset by the voice actress change, but I didn't really hear much of a difference.
She sound the same to me.
Yeah, I was like, for a second, I thought they got what's her name back, and I was like, oh, she sounds good. But then I was like, no, it is different. You can tell, sort of, kind of here and there.
Yeah.
From I didn't watch the whole thing. From what I gather, like her German's not as great, so I was like, oh,
Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But Shinji in particular, and no offense, this is gonna sound mean, and I'm not knocking the voice actor. Somebody's like Shinji sounds like a lesbian, and I was like, and I'm sorry, but like when I heard, at first I was like Shinji's fine. It sounds a little weird, but it's okay. It sounds like a girl, but I'm okay with that. Shinji's character kind of like that makes sense for that character. But then when I heard that, I couldn't unsee it.
Right.
I was like, oh, it is. It does sound like that.
It managed to make him sound more whiny than he already was. I mean, I guess it kind of fits because he's a big wuss anyway. But.
Yeah, like, and it's... By the way, we're not saying lesbians are whiny. I'm just saying... Like, and I'm not saying, yeah. It's just the fact that, like, this character who was previously voiced by... Like, his voice was sort of more masculine than you might expect. Like, because the voice actor who played him originally, like, played him like an adult, even though Shinji's supposed to be, like, what? Like, 15, 14?
Yeah, he's like 15.
Yeah, like, so, I get that, but Kaoru is straight now, what the fuck, says Caster. And it's weird. There's a lot of decision, like, that in particular really, to me, kind of bums me out, like, switching the Shinji and I guess it's Kaoru relationship, because as a kid I was like, that's really interesting that they play with the idea that Shinji's bisexual. I was like, that's neat, and kind of plays into his character quite a bit. But the way that they reworked the dub and sub, now they're just like, they're bros. It's like, okay, that's not quite... It's not quite what I remember, but okay.
Right.
All right, Netflix.
I remember seeing it. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah. Are they? Oh. You know what I mean? You're like, oh. Because as a kid, I never connected it. But as I got older, I'm like, oh, something is between those two. And I think that's interesting. So for Netflix to kind of tone it down, I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. You think in 2019 you'd play it up, but...
Exactly. Like, no one cares anymore now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I have such a... I think this is probably like my fourth time watching the series, as much as I like bash on it.
Yeah.
Because when the first time I've seen it, I was really young, like probably too young to even be attempting to watch something like this. I was probably only like 9 or 10.
Oh boy.
And this was also when I was first getting into anime, and then one of my first animes I've seen was Fist of the North Star, Ninja Scroll, and Stardust Memory 0083 Gundam.
Damn.
And then I see this.
Kind of a leap.
Right. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, strange. So I try to watch it again, like many years later. Well, not really many years, probably like 5, like when the streaming era started, like with Kiss Anime. When you could find anything you wanted, basically. I tried to watch it then, and I watched it, but I was just kind of passively watching it. I didn't really like grasp it. And then I tried to watch it again when Darling and Franks came out, and I was like, okay, I'm old enough to understand this now, and I still feel the same.
Yeah. Like that for me, I'm like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're trying. I respect the symbolism and everything. In fact, that's probably the thing I like most about it. Yeah. But everything else is just kind of meh. Like, that's how I feel. Where I was like, everything else, it just isn't clicking.
And it's kind of playing into what happened overall with Gundam and Tomino as well. It's just like the mental state of the creator.
Yeah.
He was doing the series. Influenced a lot of things that were going on with it just not really being finished and just being a bunch of mind fuckery on purpose and not really having clear understanding, because he was going through mass depression too.
Yeah. Just
like with Gundam, the reason why most of the cast died in the older ones is because Tomino was morbidly depressed.
So what you're saying is that Araki was very depressed while writing Part 5.
Oh my god.
My god.
Actually, I think he was.
Was he really? Okay, I was like, okay, never mind. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, I think he was. He was. he was going through something when part 5 came out.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he was recovering from it or he was in it when part 5 came out. But yeah,
That's funny. JoJo spoilers. Cat, are you serious right now? It's JoJo's. Characters are gonna die.
Yeah, someone's gonna die in JoJo.
Yeah, I think the only time characters don't die. No, I think somebody dies every part.
Yeah, we're like 4 episodes out of finishing part 5 now. So
yeah. I won't like Evil hasn't seen it. Evil is one of the mods, so I won't necessarily say like who.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's
like
no spoiler that someone dies in JoJo.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly. Yes, sports. Yeah, no, it's well. On top of that too, it's this part 5 is a mafia story.
I mean,
like.
Technically, well, yeah, somebody did die in part 4, but it was kind of like, whatever.
Shigechi died. I was sad.
Yeah, I was sad because how he died.
Yeah, although I won't say there are other characters die. I won't say because I don't know if they die before or after Shigechi. But yeah,
part 5 got me though.
Part 5, like I don't know. Every time I say part 5, do you remember Short Circuit? This is kind of off topic. I'm gonna get us back into anime, I promise. But I just want to say, like, every time I say part 5, I think number 5 is alive.
Johnny 5.
Yeah, Johnny 5. Do you know that actor was white?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That makes it really uncomfortable. Like, hard for me to go back and watch it because as a kid I was like, yay, what's his name? But now I'm like, ooh. That's uncomfortable now. Like, yeah, they put him in makeup. He wasn't actually like I don't even remember who he was supposed to be, but yeah, he was a white dude.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Okay,
right. It's about that.
Well, because he's like Johnny 5, like the way he talks, it's like that's a white dude though. Like, so it's like that's really uncomfortable. You wonder why people get upset with like Jesus Christ. But yeah, anyway.
Hasapina Pedalon was a white dude.
Was that?
Apuna Hasapina Pedalon was a white dude.
Yeah, that's
him.
Yeah, but out of existence. I can't believe you remembered the whole name. I always just like remember Apu.
Me either.
It just doesn't feel right just saying Apu.
Apu?
It feels weird.
Two Poos.
Like I can't even say freaking Abu from
Abu.
Yeah. Instead, I always call him Prince Ali Ababa, even though that's his name.
Prince Ali, fabulous.
Ali Ababa. Did you guys hear? Can you feel the love tonight with Beyonce and Donny Glover?
No.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, is it okay?
So good.
Did that movie come out already?
Nope.
No. They've just released some previews.
Oh, right on.
One of them is "Can you feel the love tonight?" and just like singing to each other, and they're about to fuck. Lion fuck.
Didn't he say like okay? Because I'm pretty sure he said that he was going to do one more album and that was it.
Yeah, something like that.
Did that come out? I don't.
Nope.
What the hell?
Only thing that came out. Well, he had 2 singles. It was "This Is America" and the "Summertime Love."
Yeah, I thought "Summertime Love" was supposed to be his final thing, though.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I thought it was that he was going to do one more album, and I realized like it never came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's that. If maybe it was just that he was going to do one more song, because he's friggin' busy, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, and especially things that he had going on, like his boy had that Deadpool series.
Yeah.
That's crap.
Shit, yeah.
But yeah, I guess overall, Ava, I'm glad that a new generation can see it.
Yeah. Maybe
form their own opinions.
Yeah, like maybe Anno will actually finish the friggin' rebuild movies now.
No.
I refuse. Otto's like, I refuse. Like,
we'll make you wait 4 more years just for that.
Too busy making 1 billion merchandise tie-ins.
Exactly, friggin'.
But yeah, it's just like you said. It's one of those anime. I do have to agree that it is one you have to watch just because what it is.
Yeah, there's. I kind of view it like this. Like, if you're gonna just watch anime because like you like the medium, then like you don't have to watch whatever. But if you're going to be like a hardcore fan, then like there are some classics you have to hit, and one of them is Ava.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't think, even though I have my own feelings about it, I do respect it. I respect what it did for the mecha genre, psychological as well. I mean, it's not that many series right now that can hit on the levels that it did as far as like the mind games that this series went through. I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah,
manga, that's a
plus
different story,
it,
but
like,
but
it
anime, yeah.
evolved the shit out of the tsundere genre, archetype, and it also created the what's it called? What are those bitches called? What is Ray?
Ray. Oh,
She's
she is a not
Where's
a
the dairy list? Like, where's the dairy list?
Kudere, that's
Kudere.
it.
By the way,
But yeah,
my
it
dad.
invented Kudere. She was the first
Wait.
ever Kudere, and like they blew the fuck up from that.
I have to tell you guys, my dad is a legend right now.
What do you do?
While you guys were talking, he like snuck in, gave me chicken nuggets, and then left.
Nice.
I was
That's
like,
best,
Dad,
Dad.
yes. My dad's the best. Crazy guy. But I do agree. Like, it really sets a lot of. Sorry, I'm going to try not to eat too much while I'm streaming. I'm so unprofessional. But I agree. It really lays a lot of the groundwork that you still see now, so you kind of have to watch it, like Ray and Ashika and all that.
Right.
The best girl debate. By the way, the best girl debate is Misato.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, I don't even know why everyone's like Ashika or Ray. Misato.
You're
Trick
both
question.
wrong. It's the blonde lesbian.
She's great too, but like something tells me she wouldn't be interested.
Misato is the type of chick you'd want to hang out with, but you wouldn't want to get in a relationship with.
Well, she's
It's
not
like-
over what's his name.
What?
She could never get over what's his name.
Oh, the blonde.
No. The Misato's what's his
The
name?
dude with the ponytail.
Yeah.
It's like the dude with the ponytail.
Yeah, the dude no one cares about.
I liked him well enough, but I thought it was weird that Asuka was like, "Hey," like constantly. I'm like, you are
Oh,
like.
that was so creepy.
There is a weird. And somebody pointed out because I was like, Misato's the best, and someone's like, she's like kind of into Shinji, right? And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
she's a total fucking pedophile.
yeah, that's really uncomfortable and weird.
The series is so weird because
Yeah.
then you had Asuka and him, and
Exactly. It's really weird.
I want her to get put in her place. So like when she
She has the best line of the whole show, and it's the last line of the whole show.
right.
Everything's destroyed. They're the first two spoilers to to come out of the goo. I don't know. I don't remember what that orange stuff is called. Like that primordial ooze. Like they're the first two humans to like regain
Yeah,
their
the plug suit stuff.
yeah. Because if you spoilers, humanity gets turned into goo. And then at the end, it's sort of implied like they can come back if they can find their individuality or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, somewhere.
Something weird. But it looks like Asuka's like catatonic. Remember, like Shinji feels bad, so he like tries to like kill her. So he starts strangling her, and she's like, "Stop it!" Like she just reaches up to be like, "Stop! I'm not catatonic. I'm just trying to deal with everything right now." But then like he starts crying, and she just glares at him, and it's total silence, and then just disgusting. And then the show ends, and I'm like,
Right.
"Yes, Asuka."
You know the true reason she said that is because she was totally awake when he jizzed on her.
Oh, probably.
Like,
Creepy
you
fucking Shinji.
creepy ass kid. You and Bran Stark.
Okay, genuine question though. Out of curiosity, who like, and this isn't like a waifu or best girl question. Just who do you think is better, Asuka or Rei?
Oh, Asuka.
Me too.
Ray.
You think Rei?
I don't like Asuka. She's a bitch. I hate tsunderes.
No, I think that's totally fair. Like for me,
Yeah, I mean, I
Rei's
get it.
too. Asuka feels more like a person. Like
Yeah.
she's a bitch and annoying, but also like I'm like that's most people. So I was like, yeah, I kind of feel like she feels a lot more like. I like watching her on screen more than Rei. Like
I like
is
Ray
interesting.
because she's the type of chick where if you grab her boob, she just kind of looks at you. She doesn't really give a damn.
Didn't that
Good job.
happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fell on top of her and grabbed the boob, and she was
Yeah,
just
she
like
just looked
staring
at
at him. She gave zero fucks.
Unless we're talking about the alternate parallel universe where they make fun of slice of life high school shows when she's running with toast in her mouth.
You mean the shit that they totally ripped off from the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya?
It's like Asuka was so bitchy that I just wanted her to get her just desserts, and when it happened, I was like, I feel bad now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole time, like Asuka, she's gonna get what's coming to her eventually, and then she it's brutal, and I was like, oh, Asuka, damn, I didn't mean like that.
Then it's even worse with Shinji.
Oh, freaking
The hospital.
like, why do I remember? Okay, when I was rewatching like the ending, right? I was watching.
Wait, has Evil not seen this series?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, spoilers.
Well,
Jesus.
I don't
know where that came from, so you're good.
This is like when people spoil, like if you miss out on a classic, especially if said classic is like over 10 years, and somebody tells you spoilers, you can't feel. I don't think you're in the right to feel bad. Like if you were to tell me like, and this is gonna shock everybody. I think Ku already knows this. Scott, I'm pretty sure knows this, but I don't super know. But if you were to tell me Brotherhood spoilers, I wouldn't be mad because it's like, no, it's my fault. I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood yet. Like,
oh yeah.
The only way in which you're a dick if you tell spoilers at that point is if somebody's like literally just said, "Oh, I'm planning to watch X," and then somebody's like, "Oh, I loved that bit where they find out everyone's dead at the end." It's like, what?
Yeah.
Then you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, but
like a
you
friend of mine.
You need to watch Brotherhood though. That's like the perfect ending.
Oh yeah, like a friend of mine was just like, I loved like because I told him like I loved the first FMA, even though the ending's a little shaky. I was like, oh, I loved FMA, and he's like, oh, it's great, right? And he thought I meant Brotherhood, so he's like, best ending ever, and I was like, best ending, right? And he's like, yeah, like, and spoilers, I guess. Like Ed and Winry getting married, and I was like, yo. What did you just say? And he's like,
whoa.
Yeah, whoa. I was like, whoa. And he's like, which FMA did you see? I was like, the first one. He's like, oh, my bad. Yeah. So I know that happens. But at the same time, I'm like, duh. I could have guessed that. Like, just by the way that they played Shinji and Ed in the first series, like, yeah. I do think the first series, and this might be, I don't know if people agree or disagree.
Just say Shinji and Ed?
Oh, I meant, yeah, I did say Shinji and Ed. That's not what I meant.
I was just stunned in silence there for like 5 seconds thinking, does he like mean something else or did he just get the names wrong? And then I was imagining Shinji and Ed crossover fiction. Which was...
Ed would kick Shinji's ass.
He would be so sick of him.
I wasn't thinking of them fighting, Jojo. That's not what happens in fanfiction.
Fair enough.
Still be sick of him.
He'd still kick his ass. I don't know if this is controversial enough because people don't talk about the old school show anymore. Like if FMA comes up, you're 9 times out of 10, I think, talking about Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, because most people like if they've watched the original FMA, people just instantly tell them now watch Brotherhood. It's so much better. And if they haven't watched either, and they ask which one should I watch, people say just go to Brotherhood.
Just watch Brotherhood.
Yeah, like for me, like I thought because a friend of mine's like, "What's your favorite anime movie?" And I was like, "Pokemon." No, I was like, "There's a lot of them," so I started kind of listing them off.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Not that one. We did a drunk movie night for that.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I don't remember it at all.
I don't remember watching the movie at all. I remember chatting a ton. I remember getting drunk. I don't remember the movie at all.
No, me either.
Like, I don't remember ever seeing Piccolo. I remember seeing tiny bits at the beginning up till Bulma shows up and then blackout.
Yeah. I was literally like... I basically remember the same bits. Like, I remember the beginning, Goku sliding on a car with his head, and then that's about it. And then I just remember talking the rest of it. But what I was going to say is the movie that's meant to, like, tie up the original ending, where, like, Ed, when he goes through the portal or whatever, he goes to, like, our world, like, modern... What?
The gate.
The gate. Like, and the gate, which I was like, I don't... like I remember when that happened. I was like, I could see why people get upset because that came right the hell out of nowhere.
Oh
That
yeah.
was like, yeah, jumping the shark and breaking the fourth wall all at once.
Oh yeah, because I was like, I always could have guessed that this was like that the world of FMA was meant to sort of mirror like World War II, like it.
And that was the super weirdest part about it, because then they come into our world, and then technically you can't even deny anymore that literally every one of the characters we just loved was a Nazi.
Yeah, how
True.
friggin' uncomfortable is that?
Right.
I was like, dude,
Really fucking uncomfortable.
They see things differently in Japan though, so
I know, but it was
Yeah,
weird.
I mean that's the side they were on, to be fair.
I
so
know,
they
but
can't
it's
really-
still weird. It's like
with everything
they-
Japan did in China. I mean, Jesus,
Yeah.
and Korea.
But man, like that movie is like when I watched it, I was feeling sort of like down, and that movie is melancholy incarnate. Like that is such a downer movie because nothing you want to happen happens. Everything is sad, like the whole way through.
exactly.
Like if you like, God help you if you like Al. Fuck, that movie's sad. Like when he gets reunited with like Alphonse, but on the other side, and that fucking Al dies after all the shit. I was like, no. And then they still get stuck on the other side. He doesn't even get to see Winry. It's like, what
Then they
the
did the
hell?
Brotherhood movie, and the Brotherhood movie was just like one of the Naruto movies, which is awesome.
Star of Melios or whatever it is.
Yeah. Where I
Conquer.
remember nothing about it except a bunch of stupidity, and I loved it. Just
Right.
like when Naruto got a fucking rainbow Rasengan.
Right. That was a 2-hour build up to Rasengan. I mean, I don't know, 80-minute build up to Rasengan.
Did you know that people who worked on Evangelion helped make Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, the first Naruto movie?
Oh wow.
There was animators from Ava worked on that movie.
80-minute build up to the Rasengan.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but Conqueror Shambhala is like, I only watched it like twice, and I was like, I can't do this again.
Some of them, like those first three Naruto movies, they're there's something.
Oh
They're really
yeah,
bad. But
They
they're really
are.
fun.
They're bad but fun. Yeah.
it's like the Trigun movie. It's like I was like, oh, that was fun. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but that was fun.
Yeah. It's like it's a side quest in the middle of your
Yeah, there
story.
are very few movies that actually turn out good if they're based off of like a still running anime kind of thing.
Because you look at it, like, first of all, where's Wolfboy doing there? So I already know this is.
Well, there's a Bebop movie. That was okay.
Yeah, the Bebop movie was like several years after Bebop ended.
Yeah, that was after the.
It was a
It
little
was
weird
like,
too.
Oh, the was so popular. Let's make a movie.
Well, it's weird
Yeah.
because you're like, but they're spoilers. I don't know why I keep saying
Exactly.
spoilers for old shows, but like, you know, like when it ended, I was like, you can't make a movie sequel. Like, you can't do that. They're like, oh no, it's not a sequel. It's like in
so
between.
it's fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh, all right. Well then, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I still don't get why the fuck they have not made a Full Metal Alchemist movie.
They did.
So no, but like after everything that happened in the series,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's
they was
so
like-
open to future shit. Everybody still has alchemy. They haven't gone into a different world or anything. Why the fuck are they just ignoring that IP? So
I
weird.
just realized FMA, the original, is an isekai.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Oh,
reverse
wow.
isekai.
It
It's a
just
reverse
hit
isekai
now.
like Mao Sama is a part time. Devil is a part time.
Yeah. Wow, whoa. That just did a number. That really freaked me out. Would you consider Digimon an isekai or a reverse isekai?
It's an isekai. They go into the digital world and then they come back out.
Yeah.
That's fair. But then all the stuff follows them when they come back out.
Yeah, it's still an isekai though. They went into another world and then shit came back out with them.
That's fair.
Fine. They still went into a different world.
Like Stranger Things, the isekai is.
Wait, what?
Stranger
It
Things
kind of
is.
is. They go into the upside down.
Oh my
They don't
god!
stay there. They don't stay there. They just kind of
Yeah.
like it's the upside down is just kind of there.
Well, now things are coming out of upside down. So.
I suppose it's technically a reverse isekai for the Demogorgons. Yeah, they're like, oh, check out this world full of nice fresh meat. This is awesome.
I don't want to dwell on this too much, but I do want to ask if you guys have seen the new trailer for like the final trailer for
Nope.
Stranger Things.
Heard it
That's
makes it look like an action movie.
It makes it look okay. Knock on wood. I'm sure it's not going to be this, but it makes it look dumb. I was like, oh no, what? Like, just like something happens where I'm like, what? Like, and it feels like they just spoiled the whole season for you, so don't watch it.
Yeah, they went full 80s with it.
Oh yeah,
They went full 80s with it. It's like I felt like I saw this before, but I can't put my finger on what 80s movie it was.
yeah. Well, yeah, I don't even say because like something happens where I'm like, I really wish you
know
didn't do
what?
that.
Care Bears. Care Bears the movie. That's what's reminding me of. With Billy. Like with Billy. That's
Kind of.
what's.
It's Billy in particular, man.
You know, the kid got possessed or whatever. Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the X-Forts video on like how Billy could have gone? It's a really I'll link it like on Twitter later. It's a really interesting video. But yeah, we're gonna swerve back into Animu after I eat this lovely chicken nugget.
Well, the season's almost over. So.
Thank God. I'm tired.
Yeah. I think it's been rough.
Big time.
You're
Yeah.
saying you're tired as if it's not just going to be straight back into another season.
Yeah, but I get a week off.
Yeah, the season.
And even then, not
looks,
really.
Season that looks to be way more promising.
Big time. I'm covering 2 shows a day. Every day.
Jeez.
You're going to die.
I am. The original. Yes, I am.
This is the funny thing, because you're like, I'm covering 2 shows a day, every day. Meanwhile, we haven't even got like days for the Chinese ones yet, so you don't know when they're going to pop up on you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I know
still-
for sure I'm not going to get to Modazushi. I just know that. I've accepted that. I just
King's
know.
Avatar will probably be Saturdays. It's normally Saturdays for Dong
Yeah,
Hong.
that's when it came on. It was,
Yeah. I'm definitely going to cover King's Avatar. And shit. What's the other one? The CG one.
You're going to cover Incarnation?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah. For the
That
I'm
starts
gonna,
next week, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Never mind. My week off
That
just got
starts
very
the
complicated.
29th of June. That does give you a smoke break.
they're getting in there.
Great desu ne.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is going to be coming out of Anime Expo, so it's going to be
Oh.
leaks.
What's up with
Yeah.
Vinland Saga, by the way? Did you guys see what's like? Have you checked live chart? Because it's
Yeah,
weird.
Is
Live Chart's been super weird this time. There's a bunch of shows that have been announced that don't have dates, but they've all said they're coming out summer. It's weird.
Yeah.
I think with Vinland Saga, because Amazon has it, I think they're supposed to show like the first 2 episodes or something.
There's a,
Oh,
it looks
oh
like
yeah, they're
going
going to show 3 episodes in a row, but then they're going to like show the second and third one 2 weeks in a row after that, as if they were airing one by one. So
Yeah.
we're going to get 3 episodes in a row 1 week, and then no episodes for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. First 3 episodes will air back to back on July 7th.
There you go. Oh damn, 7th as well. That's pretty painful. That's pretty.
That's
early.
gonna be really difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do I
You
talk
should
about
just
this?
do it. Just do it as a first impressions, deep thoughts or minute, whichever one you want to do. Just do first impressions of the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. I'm gonna
One
have to
video.
do that. God damn
The
it.
best way to do it.
Who has an Amazon?
Yep.
Amazon, why?
I have an Amazon.
There's so much
Be
coming.
glad they don't make you pay extra for Amazon Strike anymore. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Exactly.
that was stupid.
I like it's so much stuff coming in the summer. Like I totally forgot Accelerator was coming on in the summer.
Oh yeah, people jizzed their pants when they saw that PV yesterday.
I know I did. for the Shinji Accelerator.
Man, there's so much. Like, well, the original plan, and I tweeted this out, and nobody read it. Thanks, everybody. But I tweeted out like an update for summer, because the original plan was that I was going to do, in the morning, I was going to work on in a minute for Twitter and Instagram. Then I was going to go to work in the afternoon. Then I was going to come back home and do Deep Thoughts videos on YouTube, and then go to bed and repeat the process. Like, every day.
Dude, that's like a 18-hour schedule you got going there.
Exactly. So I was like, I can't do this.
Jeez.
So instead I was like, you know what? I'm just going to not do in a minute until I can make, like, until, like, later on down the road when I'm able to, like, just focus on YouTube instead of having, like, to also go to work, you know? then I'll do Animinute, but that's when I'll bring Animinute back. In the meantime, though, it's still gonna be busy. I'm still doing like 2 videos a day, but it
The weird
takes me
thing
like
is,
5 hours.
I literally haven't seen that tweet. So yeah, Twitter fucked you on that one. 'Cause I
Big
see
time.
like most of your tweets.
It should still be pinned on my Twitter.
That's even weirder that you pinned it.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, important. Yeah, and it's got Goku doing the like ha 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 ha, like the awkward, like the embarrassed laugh because I was like I felt bad because I said I was gonna do one thing. It's why the other night I was like I'm feeling kind of down on myself because I was like damn it, like I said I was gonna do this and then I didn't.
Here's what you do to make yourself feel better. Say they have to get to a certain amount of money on Patreon, and then you'll bring back Animinute instantly. Otherwise, you need more time.
That's just like I'll hold Animinute hostage.
Jeez,
200 on Patreon, or you'll never see Animinute again.
Oh man, it's an anime about chicks lifting dumbbells. Okay.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
I
gonna
fucking
be so
love
good.
that one. How many kilos can you lift? Yeah, that's gonna
Do you
be.
even lift?
Do you
It's
even
gonna be
lift, bro?
etchy as fuck too. So it's gonna be like next season's Hot for Teacher.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. Like when they announced, it, I was like, yes, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Finally,
I like fit girls.
a show about exercising. I never thought I'd see the day.
What are you talking about? They have exercise with Hinako. Scott laughed in the right way. He has seen that show, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Jojo, I take it you haven't seen it?
No.
It's like a light etchy where it's a first-person view of you watching a girl exercise.
Oh, I haven't
They-
seen that.
They also did a spin-off called Sleeping with Hinako, where it's just 10 minutes of her going to bed, laying down, and then her snoring in front of the camera.
No.
It's a Switch game.
So weird.
Comfortable. What? Japan, why are you so weird?
Right,
That
that
is
one,
super weird.
that one that came out about girls with tights or some shit.
Oh
Stockings.
yeah, mirror tights. That was fucking sexy. And then Sid Snap did a video on it, which was like perfect.
Did that come out?
What,
Yeah.
mirror tights? That came out months ago.
I had no idea. I was still waiting on it.
No, the best quote I've ever heard about that show is the fact that Mirror Tights has better animation on the fucking stockings than One Punch Man has on anything.
The animation was pretty godly on that.
That's,
Yeah.
That says something, man. I can't blame JC Staff though.
I forget
I can't
exactly
do
how
it.
Sid Snap said it, but she said something like, "The anime that's all about foot fetishes and making you jizz into a sock has better animation than One Punch Man Season 2.
That last
upsetting.
episode was great. That last episode. I love Goro so much.
Garo, he's bad.
Such a good character.
I still watch it. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it's still One Punch Man. It just doesn't look good. Just like Berserk
Yeah.
was still Berserk. It was just ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Like when they really got into the conviction arc, I was like, this is still good.
Oh, yeah.
Just looks horrible.
Yeah, I do think, man, like, because I caught up, because I was like, you know what? It's got, like 2 episodes or 3 episodes left. I'm going to come
3.
back. I was like, I'm going to come back now. In the fight, at the 11th hour, I return to review One Punch Man. But, man, Garo's so damn cool.
He is.
Even though he's not the best. Because they keep teasing, like, oh, Saitama and Garo are going to meet. And I'm like, and fucking what?
You
Like,
see what happened every time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, what's he gonna do? Like, and I almost don't want them to meet, because then that would be really crushing for Saitama. Because oh, I got my hopes up and everything. That's awesome. It's still just as funny. Like, it's really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to stop getting your hopes up. That's the secret.
That's my secret, Cap. I never had my hopes up.
I'm hoping for Fire Force to do a turnaround for me because it's by David Productions. Because I really didn't like the manga too much.
No.
Ooh.
But
I've only heard people say good things about the manga. I'm surprised.
Sorry.
But I stopped. It's just like Dr. Stone. It's like I stopped reading it really early into it. I probably was only in like the teens.
Mhm.
I was
Okay.
I'm not feeling it. But
Did you not like Dr. Stone either, or did you just want to save it for the anime?
I was Dr. Stone. I was just gonna save it for the anime because like I got into it and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then I think that's like I really got into Promised Neverland and something else.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll just wait on anime. It's gonna get
That
anime.
seemed to be the gateway that happened because I remember, like, at that point, Chibi Reviews and all the other people that do like manga reviews were like, Dr. Stone's going to be the next big thing, and then suddenly Promised Neverland happened and everybody gave zero shits.
Right. And then I looked a couple of months later, like, oh, it didn't get canceled. Oh, well, it's good anime then.
It's like
You get to 50 chapters, you get an anime, kid.
Exactly.
I read the first volume of Dr. Stone, and it's gonna be good. That's all I'll say.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good, but it feels like I was like I wouldn't read this as a manga anyway. Like just by reading, I was like I would rather see this animated.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think that's what it was too. I was kind of looking like I don't want to read this. It's a little too slow paced.
Yeah.
But
That's why it should have been animated by JC stuff. Wouldn't matter.
Jeez.
But it's gonna blow by in anime. I already know.
Well, it's I kind of hope more shows get the Kimetsu no Yaiba, like more shonen Jump shows get the Yaiba treatment, because that show really could have just as easily been and people are gonna laugh, but it's true, and you know it's true. That show could have just as easily come from Piero,
Yeah,
like really easily.
this is true.
So I was like,
Piero would have probably like killed somebody to get that show.
oh, I guarantee you they would have.
It's very monster of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But because it's ufotable, they got budget for days. I hate that phrase, but it's true when it comes to ufotable.
Limited budget works.
Oh man, like the animators at ufotable must have like I don't know, man. Like they have the magic touch. They got the touch.
It's because they're the only studio in Japan, other than fucking Polygon Pictures, who don't do it as well anyway, that actually give a shit about 3D CG and don't just use it as a throwaway device.
No, and they make it look good. Like
Yeah. When they throw in 3D CG, it's not because they don't have the time to animate something. It's because they want it to fucking pop off the screen.
oh yeah.
Right.
I will say there is shots. Like I mean, you can't expect perfection when it comes to CG. Like you're gonna have moments where you're like,
Oh yeah, there's a couple of shots like when you see Tanjiro running around and it's like, oh, he's a 3D CG model right now.
oh
I
yeah,
can see
like
that.
when he's like walking around, like there's scenes of him like walking in the distance, where it's very clearly a CG character like walking
Right.
around.
Yeah.
Like when he's saying goodbye to Orokodake, or he's like walking like in the distance, like down the road. It's
Through
like,
the forest and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that's very like the way he turns and everything. I'm like, it's very clearly CG.
Right, but it worked. When it works, it works. Like whenever
Exactly.
he does his water effects, it's beautiful.
Oh,
And there are
man.
some bits you can't even tell are CG. Like the visual effects when it does the water shit, yeah, fucking amazing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also that big green arm monster, that shit was like, I'm not sure if that was CG or 2D.
Right, I could
Because it
tell.
was just that good. I couldn't tell if it was just really fluid, like high frame rate 2D, or if
Yeah.
it was 3D that just had been smoothed down properly. It was fucking amazing.
when ufotable really feels like it, it's like jaw like I feel like I'm watching a movie where I'm just like,
Yeah.
holy crap, like even for something dumb like Token Rambu, they're like, no, we're gonna make this look
That's the
awesome.
Token Rambu, Tales of Hysteria, The Cross, and that other God of War one, God Eater.
Got it.
They were all
Oh, yeah, God
terrible,
Eater.
terrible storylines that just were throwaways, but the animation was still incredible.
Yeah, they're like, no, we're gonna make this look cool. Like I love Token Rambu because I play it. It's a browser game if you don't know, but it is dumb. Like it is a dumb story. Like it's basically just what's the show? Cancole?
Oh, Kanko, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that, but with swords and boys. Like that's all it is. Like,
Well, yeah, it's the same thing that Japan do with everything, where they're like, let's do this, but if they were anime girls.
exactly. Yeah, like
it's
but they
instead
were anime characters.
boys.
Yeah, it's like okay, okay. Like Japan, I didn't need
It
to be
sells,
attracted to.
It sells.
Well, I didn't need to be attracted to like boats and swords and like you're making me feel weird, Japan.
Why
I
not,
don't know how
man?
to
Train
feel.
otaku already attracted to trains.
Train otaku. That's fair. They loved Rail Wars.
I can't
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
I can't remember the last series by Perio that I liked. Probably was Bleach.
God
I
damn.
think it was Bleach. Because
I
I
think,
think it's the same for me too.
The first season of what's it called? Tokyo Ghoul was pretty decent.
It was okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh, and also Osamatsu-san season 1 was good. Season 2 was kind of meh.
They did Osamatsu.
Yeah, I didn't like season 2.
Yeah, they did Osamatsu.
That's
Yeah,
wild,
season 2 was kind of trash. Like, they had a few good episodes, and then it just got really fucking boring and up its own ass for some reason. I'm hoping the movie will bring it back. Back to magic.
I remember you and everybody were obsessed with Osamatsu, and I was like, I'm not catching up because last time I'm not gonna catch up on this show to join you guys because last time I caught up on something to join you, you guys ditched by the time the next installment came.
Ah, Danganronpa.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been hilarious though, because it would have been the same with Osamatsu. It would have been you would have gotten like 3 episodes of the second season, and then me and Sun got a copyright strike, and I was just like, meh.
Yeah, I would be like, this is horse shit. Like I would have been so bad. Like I'm never watching anything you guys recommend again. I was like, yeah, when I beat V3, and I'm not gonna spoil V3 because it's still relative. It's not new, but I'm not gonna say it for anybody. But
I feel like someday I'll go back to that game. It's just my dog ate the disc, and I'm not buying a second fucking disc.
Whoa! Connell ate it.
He didn't swallow it, but he chewed up the box, and the disc inside got like cracked up and shit. It was
okay.
He is
He did
crazy.
that to that, and he did that to fucking Blue Reflection, which I was really enjoying.
He's like, no, you hang out with me.
I think that's exactly it. Sometimes I feel like he broke the TV in my room as well. He knocked it down so that it cracked. I'm pretty sure if I pay too much attention to something, he finds a way to break it.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm sick of this.
It's going to be real funny when we get a cat soon.
He's like, me and that cat are gonna have words. He's like, no. That's funny. Oh, jeez.
So I think everyone's collectively has been watching the same thing this season.
Pretty much.
Carol and Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday, Demon Slayer,
Saren Zanmai.
Tight.
and
Kono Oto Tomone.
Fruits Baskets.
Yeah.
Ah, Fuba, yeah. Really sad that hasn't caught on with the new generation.
Yeah,
Goddamn
it's just kind of out there.
What hasn't?
People just keep calling it Fruits Basket instead of Fuba. I like Fuba.
I say Furuba.
My Karuba.
Exactly.
Furuba.
That's why I say Furuba because it sounds like my Karuba.
Furuba.
My Karuba.
Oh, yeah, Dororo. People are still watching Dororo. Just no one talks about it anymore because it just knows it's good. So.
That's what happens to second core shows, man. Unless they're really good, like fucking, or really bad. Really good, like Mob Psycho or Attack on Titan or JoJo's, or really bad, like what's it called? One Punch Man. People just don't give a shit.
Well, One Punch Man's one core, but you know it was 2 core, if I'm remembering correctly. Tokyo Ghoul.
He was.
Yes. I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure it was 2 core, but
Yeah,
that
it was.
was
Tokyo
a
Ghoul
mess.
Yeah, Ri was 2 core. It was split.
Oh, God. I didn't even, like, I watched 3 episodes of Ri and I gave up.
I got through the first core. That was an experience, and then I was like, you know what? I'm leaving on decent terms because I actually kind of liked the end of the first core, even though it was super rushed.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this is fine, just because I got to see like Blood Kaneki. Like, he was like, I don't want to spoil it. Go read Tokyo Ghoul. It's so good.
Street
But,
them hug.
yeah, it's so good. Like, and it burns my ass because it's such a good series, but people are like, Tokyo Ghoul's so garbage. I'm like, you don't understand. You don't know. It's so good. It's just that the show sucks.
Right.
And we never got that game.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, like it never came out. I'm like, it was Koei Tecmo. Or no, it was Bandai.
And I have ruined enough anime with terrible games.
That's fair.
Especially fucking Muso games. I'm so sick of them.
What about...
I heard you like Muso.
Because they raped Berserk and Hyrule and Fire Emblem. They just did everything. It felt like the guys that made Dynasty Warriors were like, guys, we're taking a break from Dynasty Warriors. Who wants to hire us to make video games? And everybody fucking jumped on the bandwagon.
Right.
I mean, hey, man. It's kind of fun.
It was just like when every anime series had like a fighting game in the early 2000s. It was like, okay, but None of you are particularly good except for the Budokai and the Tenkaichi series, so back down.
Did you know that?
Fist of the North Star, because that was Arc Systems.
And which one? Fist of the North Star. Oh, yeah. That was the shit. Did you ever play the arcade version where you actually punched things that popped up?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it was so good.
Did you know that there's a fighting game for Les Miserables?
Why?
I'm dead serious. I'm not kidding.
So you get to go around as like Jean Valjean and beat the shit out of people?
No, it's like a Street Fighter-esque fighting game. Hang on, let me look it up.
Do they sing at least?
No. I think they sing in the
Can you
opening.
hear the people sing the song of dying men?
Yeah, Les Miserables, the fighting game.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to link it if I can. I think this is it.
Esso was done dirty in the adaptation. That is so true.
Oh, yeah.
And the Star Wars fighting game is trash, Jesse. You can't defend that.
Jesse
I don't
is
even
the
remember that game.
biggest Star Wars fan I know and will defend anything the
Oh,
series does.
to be fair, it is better than the average anime fighting game. You're right about that. I thought, for a second, I thought you were just straight up saying it's a good game.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, no. What is it? The fighters of something.
It's named after the martial art. It's like Ta Ma Shu or something weird
Yeah,
like that.
literally, Star Wars. Something.
But it was like a martial art that was apparently based around defeating Jedi, and so you had like Han Solo beating the shit out of Luke.
Masters of Terrace Cassie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, Terrace Cassie, that's the one. Introduced in Maul and Kira's fighting style. That's true.
Cool thing though,
And it introduced that woman too. She was pretty sick.
and Mara Jade is in it.
But who?
Luke's wife.
Ah,
Yeah, I was like, cool. We'll never see her in the movies.
we'll never see her again.
Exactly.
Probably
Because
won't.
now Luke is a Padawan killing. He's just like fucking Anakin. I didn't even realize that.
He was killing younglings.
Kill the ugly.
You think he would have the knowledge to not do that shit? I didn't realize just how fucked up that it. Well, I did. But the fact that it mirrors that so much makes it even worse.
And I'm gonna send you guys.
Okay.
I linked the video in the chat to like footage from the game, but I'm gonna send you the character screens because they're hilarious.
Was this the Les Miserables one?
Yes, they're really stupid looking.
Yoda and Soul Calibur, yeah, and Darth Vader. That was sick.
Okay, there's Valjean.
Oh, man, this is... What is this, Mukin?
Okay, no, this is terrible. I refuse to look at this.
But wait, there's more. Marius
I
and
refuse, Jojo.
what is his name? Marius and Anjoras. Anjoras? The guy who like leads the whatever. Doesn't matter. Why are we talking about Les Mis? I'm sorry. I took a.
Can you beat the shit out of the daughter?
I wish you could, because she's the worst character in that whole thing. I've never liked the kid ever.
She wasn't interesting at all.
No.
At least her
And
mother
what's her
got
name
to
was
be, like,
clearly
a cool
superior. They actually had a best girl argument in the movie. I mean the movie. In the play. There is a movie, but fuck it. You'd think the movie would be good, but it is not that great.
I quite enjoyed the movie. What's her name? Who played the mother was really good.
Okay,
The singing was pretty good, considering it was all actually live singing for once instead of pre-recorded
Why would they
garbage.
do that? Like, because to me, I'm like, look, no offense. Nobody except for Hugh is Broadway trained in that movie.
Yeah.
He was the only Broadway, is the only Broadway actor in that movie. And I know we're not talking about anime. I'm gonna get us back there in a second. But it's just weird. Anne Hathaway killed it.
And Hathaway killed it, yeah.
But like when people are like, "Oh, but she's great. She's amazing." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, she was great. Now, Anne, do that 5 nights every week. Then I will admit that you're really great." Because Broadway actors have to do that 5 times a week. That's insane. Broadway actors are just, they blow my mind. I will never, few people will have as much talent as Broadway actors. That's insane. Like, have you ever seen Phantom live?
No.
Hell no.
Like watch all you have to do is watch like Phantom of the Opera performed live, and it's like the two. I'll link it on Twitter. It's they have like the best two actors to play them, and what's her name's voice? I can't think of the actress's name right now, but her voice is stunning. Because you have to be stunning to play that character.
Idina Menzel, just because it's always Idina Menzel.
No, but she's great too. It's not Idina, but she's great too.
It's the only Broadway actress I know.
That's fair. She's awesome. If you only know one, it should be Idina.
All thanks to Frozen.
Jeez.
Did you guys know there's a Shonen Ai?
No, we did it all.
But also, it was like when you found out what's his name, not Ewan McGregor could sing in fucking. Oh, what was that shit called?
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge, yeah.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I like that movie. I know
I
it's
like that
stupid.
movie too. I like the Green Fairy scene. That shit was trippy.
Yeah.
And I like Kylie Minogue in general. I miss Kylie Minogue.
Phantom Blood, the Broadway production. James. I would love that.
Blood. They should make musicals out of JoJo. It's fucking screaming for it. It would be nothing but poses and singing.
It would be amazing. How has that not been done? That's how you open. That's your big, like, you know how you have to have like a big opening song?
Yeah.
That's how you open. Like
They
just
do
like
that. They have like some nice stage effects going on when you've got like Dio and John. No, what was
Jonathan.
the first one? Jonathan. Yeah, it was John.
Yeah.
Blew my mind saying John.
It was like,
yeah,
oh,
get the
you're
two
right.
of them like walking at each other menacingly. That would be fucking epic.
And have Dio's actor be like, "Oh ho, ho, you're approaching me," and then they walked. No,
Plus, I'd love to see a musical version of the Kono Deoda scene.
"Oh Dio," like just at the top of his lungs. Oh, it'd be amazing. It'd be so good. Well, like during during the whole like Sono Chino Sadame, you could have have 6 actors and 5 actors and 1 actress come out as like the different JoJos, and have and have people like the set designers like pull like giant manga panels to like run past them. Oh, I can see it in my head. It's such a good idea.
Really is. And I'm sure they've
done
done like a stage play in Japan because they do a stage play of everything.
I'm so jealous. Like
They always look too pretty.
I know, but I want to see them. Like I'm always jealous. I'm like, how come you guys get to see them, we don't? Like that's
I
not
remember
fair.
seeing the Bleach one because they actually brought out a DVD for it, and it was fucking terrible. Fucking terrible.
Oh, that sucks. Like I want to see the Haikyuu ones because I hear they're pretty good. The Haikyuu ones.
That was a lot of confirmations, Jojo.
Sorry. I just was I burped and I was like, I don't know.
Jojo versus Dio, but they're singing Aura and Muda like opera singers. That would be fucking awesome.
Ora ora, muda muda.
Then they like slowly either get higher or deeper. They're having like a battle of singing instead of fighting. That would be sick.
And then it just ends with roll the roller. That song it writes itself.
Oh my god, it's even better because fucking second season goes to Italy. They can have like all the Pavarotti shit.
It'd be so good. Guys, we're getting the gold. Kono giorno da. I swear to God, by the way, and this isn't a giant spoiler, and in fact, it's not even a spoiler, but I just gotta say, if this season, Scott will understand why. If this season ends with Last Train Home,
oh man,
I'm gonna cry, like really hard.
I say again, which Last Train Home do you mean?
From JoJo's.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, like because
the synthesizer.
yeah.
Every time I hear Last Train Home, I just think of motherfucking Lost Prophets.
No, not that one. Did you know? You guys know Moscow X, right?
Yeah.
Who?
He's like a Dragon Ball YouTuber. He's the voice of Goku in the Team 4-Star videos.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he does his own like Dragon Ball videos on the side. They're really good. But occasionally he'll do like covers of songs. And he wrote lyrics to Last Train Home, which is like a just full synthesizer song. He wrote lyrics to it. And it's so good that I hear the lyrics now when I hear Last Train Home. It's such a good cover. Yeah, Moscow's good. Who would you say is your favorite, like, if you don't have one, then like your favorite official person, but who would you say is your favorite, like, anti-tuber musician? Because there's a
Musician
significant
specifically or Anituber?
musician specifically, but like if not, then like your favorite, like, musician that does anime openings, I guess.
Musician specifically, it has to be Navarone Boo, who just does piano things. But he'll do like 2 hour live streams where he just turns them into a symphony and blends songs together. It's fucking beautiful.
That's really
nice.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm pretty basic. I'm like a Lee and Lee guy, big time. I think she's awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like hands down. And I was on Pelican for a while.
Yeah, he's good too. Like, there's another one I'm thinking. There's a significant, like, there's more than you would think. Like, people who just do anime covers.
Yeah, if you like any community on YouTube, there's always like dozens of them that you don't know. You just kind of know one or two of them, and you don't realize there's a whole community of people around it.
Yeah. Romy is one right now. I just subscribed to him recently. He's the guy who does he does anime covers, of course, but he also sang the songs in those SpongeBob anime openings.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the guy who they asked to sing them, and for the third opening he wrote that song, like, specifically for that.
that's sick.
And it's such a good song too. I'm like, this has no right to be as friggin' awesome as it is. I wish it was in an actual, like, Precious Time is what it's called, and I wish it was like actually attached to a real anime opening because it's so good. Yeah, Romy's dope. Everybody should go watch Romy. Or I guess listen to Romy. I don't know what you would say. Who's your favorite Anituber? And why is it me? Sorry.
I felt really bad the other day because I love you. I love Sun.
Oh god, what happened?
No, I posted a thing where it was like my Crystal Sky of Yesterday video. I was like, it was inspired by these people. And then I realized that's kind of like making it sound like these are the only people I watch on AniTube. And I was like, oh, I feel bad. But yeah, my favorite ones are like Isla, Beyond Ghibli, maybe Under the Scope, and Super Eye Patch Wolf.
I think mine's also Eye Patch Wolf.
Patch Wolf's a good boy.
Yeah.
Isla's definitely up there.
Isla's way
Isla's
up there.
fucking amazing. I'm so glad she's finally back to making videos. She was just in Under the Scope's new collaboration thing where he had like 12 YouTubers come together and make videos about space. She did. That came out today, and it's amazing. She did fucking Outlaw Star, and it was so well edited.
What? I didn't see that. I was gonna say, when was Isla's last video? It feels like it's been a while.
It was months ago. She had writer's block for ages.
I think it was Ultraman.
2 months ago.
Oh yeah, she
It
did
was
do Ultraman. I was thinking it was Promised Neverland, but yeah, she did Ultraman after that.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't too long. 2 months ago. I mean,
I think it's towards the tail end of 2 months, though. I think it was like right at the beginning of spring.
But
yeah, she's finally working on stuff again because
That's
she was like getting back into stuff about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and then she started the new job, so she got kind of sidetracked.
I still enjoy Marcato's work too.
Tristan's a good dude, and it really bugs me when people are like shitty to him. I think it's because I know
think
him.
he's really good at reviews. I think that's what he needs to stick to. Like, he's really good if you just want to like hear how a series is doing, but like, he's not very engaging when he talks about other random stuff, in my opinion.
That's fair. Like, I feel like I don't know. It's weird because like when people are like criticizing someone you know, it's jarring. Because like there was a video. I won't say who because I'm friends with both of these people now. But there's a video from a creator who I was in, and people were like, "You were in so and so's video," and I was like, "What? Yay!" Right? Like, it's always kind of a nice feeling when someone's like, "Oh, they talked about you in a video." You're like, "What? Oh!" You go.
Okay, well
it.
now you have to shout out.
No, I can't. There's a reason.
Oh, is it bad?
No. So they were really nice to me. They're like, seasonal, like they were talking about how seasonal creators suck, but JoJo's really good. This is when I was doing it in a minute at that time. And he's like, it's short, sweet, and to the point, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but what really kills me, and I was like, oh, fuck. And because I knew exactly who he was talking about as soon as he said this. He goes, what really kills me is seasonal reactors. and it was Sun immediately. And I was like, oh, fuck. And he just ripped apart Sun, and I was like, how do you watch my channel and not know that me and Sun are friends?
I will find him.
Yeah, I will find. Like, no, but like, and again, like, I am friends with Sun, so I was like, it was weird, right? Because I was like, he's not, and he does say, he's like, I'm not saying these aren't bad people, and I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I just don't like that kind of content. But it was weird to have somebody like praise like my work and then immediately turn around and then shit on someone else that I know.
Yeah, you'd think if anything, he'd just use a different reaction person. Because,
I don't think he
if you,
knew.
spend any time watching your videos or going to your Twitter, you know me, you, Sun, and Sloan are close.
Yeah, like it was jarring, and it didn't seem like malicious. Like it wasn't done to be a jerk or anything. It was just like he was trying to make a point, but I was like, it's weird, and I don't like that. Like I didn't know what to say. It was strange.
To be
And
fair, I feel like a lot of people that do like serious anime-based videos mainly hate reactioners because they're like, I put 1 week together editing this video, writing out a proper script. This person spent half an hour watching the episode, and it has 10 times the amount of views as me.
I feel like that's part of it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of it. But yeah,
Well, and people
saying
forget
you
too. Like,
don't understand reactions, like I can't understand that because everybody and their mother loves reactions. Like we all watch
yeah,
Fine Bros Entertainment, or we watch the people we enjoy watching react to video games or react to the E3 announcements, all that kind of shit. So you can never really say I don't understand the idea of reactions because it's human fucking nature.
Well,
Right.
on top of that too, like a
You
lot of people.
understand it, you just don't like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people I'm sub to are like reaction channels, like Scott, Sun, Tiabu. Like they're like people whose reactions I'm genuinely interested in seeing. So it's just weird. It was I don't know. It was like a weird thing, but at the same time, he did say he's like it's nothing against Sun. I just don't like that kind of content, and so I had to like step back and be like, okay, so he's like. There's a difference between insulting my friend and then critiquing my friend's work, you know? Because that's how I feel about
like...
Tristan to an extent. Because like
Tristan
gets ripped apart a
Taku?
lot. No. Nux recently made a video talking. Recently made like a tier list. Like Nux, I'm not afraid to say who it was because Nux and I are like, I already called Nux out for this. But like not called him out, but I've already said on Twitter like I don't like that and I disagree. But like at the same time, and even Tristan's like when I hung out with Tristan, you know I'm so cool. I hang out with Tristan. No, but Tristan was cool enough to invite me to his studio one time, and we hung out there. And I told him like, how do you deal with a lot of this stuff? And he was honest. He's just like, well, a lot of it's fair. I just don't, you know, take it. Yeah, exactly. Like, and he's like, they're allowed to have their opinion of it. Just, you know, there's a difference between critique and being an asshole. And
that's the thing, because if you get a comment on a video saying something constructive or something that's kind of harsh but not meant to be malicious, it's okay. Meanwhile, if you get somebody that comes to your channel and is just like, this is trash, you're a piece of shit, it's like, wow, that was useful for your time, thank you.
Right.
yeah, like, yeah,
and it's the same thing if somebody makes a video, like if it's an anime snob type video where it's like, blah blah blah, I'm a piece of shit, I shit on everybody, fuck you.
Yeah, like how do you even take someone like that seriously? Like,
I so dislike that man. And I so dislike the fucking huge community around him that thinks his opinion is so fucking genius. Oh god,
it's the lowest of the low.
Snob feels like an art house, like if in like an art house movie as a person. That's what Snob feels like to me. Like, just fucking strange. Pardon my French, but just a weird dude.
He's the type of person that if you say you haven't watched all of Textionalize and Legend of the Galactic Heroes, then you know nothing about anime.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like,
Textionalize.
You know it's true. Like,
and Serial Experiments Lane.
Oh,
like those three. Those are the trifecta. If you hear people talk about those three, they're going to tell you how much of an intellectual they are.
And Monster, you gotta throw Monster.
Oh, it just kills it. But like, yeah, like it's weird, right? Because like, how do you handle that when someone's like, because like Nux like ripped apart Tristan in a video, but like his work, not the guy. But I'm friends with both of them, so it's like,
and that's why I was kind of annoyed by the tier list system too, because a lot of people like used it in a bad way, where it was just like, I fucking hate these people. These people are fucking fun.
I don't know who these people are, so you get an F.
Yeah. Like that's it. The one thing the one thing I will give Digi is when and it's probably the one thing I'm only gonna ever give him, but it's like he like if he didn't know, like when he was doing his tier list and everybody got really offended for some reason, but if he didn't know somebody, he just put them in their own category of I don't know you.
Yeah,
so it's like
the easiest way to do it. I'm pretty sure Giga did that too.
Yeah, just I don't know this person, and then just like moved on.
Oh, that's another one I should have added to my favorite AniTubers. Like the topics he goes through are fucking awesome.
Gigak
goes to interesting places. Yeah,
Garnt is.
And to a lesser point, Sidsnap, just because I like to hear a girl talk about all this ecchi and creepy hentai shit.
It's interesting. It's really interesting.
Oh, and the Taku Verses, who are now making their own fucking anime. Taku Verses are amazing.
I only know who they are because of you. That's it.
Did you watch any of their videos?
I watched one. Let me figure out which one it was. Because
I literally only discovered them when they, like, through their Patreon announcement of all things. I watched their Patreon announcement as my first ever video of theirs, and it was just like a snarky, amazing sounding girl talking about drugs and shit, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm on board with this. Let's do this.
This is what it was. The bootleg dating sims that ruined our childhood.
Oh, yeah!
Their most recent one. Yeah. That I was like, okay, I'm gonna really like this channel. Like,
that fucking killed me.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have just straight up hired a studio at this point to do animation because they're so sick of getting copyright stricken. They're like, fuck yeah.
That's such a really good, like, I don't know. I think people forget how, I don't know, like, people get so caught up in, like, I like this creator and like, all the other, and I don't watch the other ones because they're all shit. I'm like, no. Or, like, AniTube sucks or stuff like that. I'm like, no, AniTube is shockingly creative. Like, there's a lot of good creators on here. Yeah, for every good one, you get, like, 2 mediocre ones, right?
Right.
But you still have a lot
of
people.
To be fair, everybody starts as a mediocre one anyway. We all started doing, like, 5-minute videos where we just rambled about nothing to do with an anime.
Exactly. Like, it's...
I still remember fucking Sun Wukong's first ever video, which was like an unboxing of a video game.
I still ramble about nothing for 10 minutes.
I mean, yeah, up until like a year ago, I didn't script out anything at all, so my videos were mostly rambling. The only reason I stopped doing that is because I wanted people to just stop telling me I was talking about nothing.
Right.
I went from being the guy who haha, talks too much, but he only talks for a minute. Well, now I talk all the friggin' time. And it's hard to make me shut up.
Your videos remind me a lot of mine, Jojo.
Thank you.
The way mine used to be. Yeah, no, I meant that as a I realized that sounded like snarky as fuck, but no, I mean that as in,
I knew what you meant.
I like that style. I like how chill they are. I like how you can just turn it on and it's kind of like a podcast about the anime episode.
Yeah. Well,
I like that.
I didn't realize, because I was just like, I was like, I have to script it. Like, it has to be scripted. Right? Because I was so used to doing it in a minute where it was like a full script, and I was like, everything has to be scripted. If I'm going to do a video over 10 minutes, it has to be scripted. But I was like, I don't remember who, I'm pretty sure, I don't remember who it was, but I remember, like, I think it was in, like, a group setting. Somebody's like, why? Why scripted?
I'm pretty sure it was Sloan, because Sloan's very against scripts.
Yeah, it must have been Sloan, because it was somebody's
When
like,
I first started doing scripted videos, Sloan was like, you shouldn't do this. You're much better when you just ramble.
Yeah.
It was kind of like killer at that moment. But yeah, I get it. The idea that it's nice style, to be fair.
I'm in a good place with my content, which is like rare. Yeah. Like I don't think like it's not like I think like I'm greatest AniTuber of them all. I'm not an asshole. Like I'm proud of my content for like the first time in a while. I'm like,
I'm in that transition period now where I recognize what I've been doing wrong all these years and finally fixed it. It was like, okay, just pick a topic, go on about that topic, throw in my personality, and here's the video.
That's just it, man. I feel like so many people forget like part of like because I've seen videos, and I'm not gonna call anyone out. I'm just like, and because I like Ku said, everybody starts off as sort of amateur-y. You know, like you can't make good stuff until you've made like okay stuff. You can't even make okay stuff until you made bad stuff. Right? Like that's like the best advice I've ever heard was in a Kick the PJ video. For anybody who knows who Kick the PJ is, his advice for making content was you can't make good stuff until you made mess stuff. You can't make mess stuff until you made bad stuff, and then all the way down the list. My Ruzu, Miles, do you want to join?
Even on the way up, you still end up like having some bad missteps on the way.
Oh yeah, if every video you made was great, you'd get bored really quick. Like
plus, you'd only bring out like one video every couple of months, like motherfucking JonTron and Douchebag Chocolat did.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, now
we
mind you,
still miss you, Demo D. We still miss you.
Do we?
Yes, we fucking do.
That's fair. I was gonna be like, do we?
The funniest fucking AniTuber. I still think Giga is in fact, everyone is trying to replace Demo D in some way. Everyone who ever does like a seasonal impressions video is like pre-watching a bunch of Demo D before they start scripting videos and editing them.
Yeah.
Because his humor was just so fucking on point, and his editing was so fucking top tier. It wasn't particularly smart. It was just the amount that he put in that kept you captivated.
Yeah. What happened to Demo?
He just gave up. He's still on Twitch. He does lots of Twitch stuff with anime and video games, but he just doesn't want to do seasonal anime or any anime content anymore because he got sick of YouTube. He got sick of the grind. And, you know, he makes tons of money with tons of subscriptions on Twitch playing video games and shit. So.
Right.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah. Maybe I'll tell you guys this off stream, but I'm kind of like in a place where like this is what I want to do, right? So it's like I want to talk about anime.
I'm about to be in a weird period.
What's that?
Because I'm in like a good period right now where I'm bringing out one video a week. I've got a bunch of topics like listed down that I can like fall back on. And then we're going to hit summer season. I'm going to be doing seasonal Donghua content for the first time. And I'm not sure how that's going to go. Okay. That should be interesting.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. That's going to be an interesting period where the channel is probably going to blow up for quite a bit. And then when the summer season ends, I don't know what's going to happen.
That's what I'm scared about, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna do like a bunch of videos in the summer, and like it seems like everybody's doing a bunch of videos in the summer. What happens after summer?
No, you'll be fine because there's always seasonal anime content. It's just for me, everything's going to go real quiet for at least 6 months after this summer for Donghua. So it's all going to be topical videos, and I'm just not sure. Like, I'll probably end up getting thousands more subscribers by the end of the summer, but how many of them will actually watch them on seasonal content?
You gotta kind of keep sprinkling. That's the thing. Like, but how? How do you find time? Like, it's because I was gonna say you gotta keep sprinkling in like topical videos on as you're doing the seasonal stuff. But how? How? Like,
exactly.
It's like, and on top of that too, you can really only upload 2 videos a day. Like before YouTube's
maximum.
Yeah, YouTube there's no limit to how many videos you can upload unless you want those videos to actually get seen.
Right.
Like 2 is the max. Like I do, right now Saturdays is Fruits Basket and JoJo's, and they both do well. But if I were to, like, when I was at that time when I was uploading 3 on Saturday, because that included Stray Dogs died on the wire. Like it could not get views because there was too many on the same day.
Yeah, Stray Dogs is just struggling in general. It's
exactly.
Like,
yeah, Stray Dogs is always
I just enjoy it.
It's so disappointing because it's such a good show.
It's always been a bit more niche than the other 2.
Yeah.
The other 2 are pretty big shows.
Well, I've seen people like saying like Bones like should be focusing on Stray Dogs because that's like where their heart is, and I'm like, no, Bones should be focusing on My Hero because that's where the money is.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Plus, they're fucking amazing on My Hero. Holy
exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like,
they've refined the Piero formula down to a fucking art, where instead of trying to keep up with seasonal content just continuously, they just do one fucking amazing season and then relax for a season.
Right.
Well, it's part of the reason.
Yeah.
it's part of the reason that like it's the one time Giga. Like normally I disagree. Like I usually agree with Giga, but that's a one time I like hard disagreed. And he's brought this up before, but the whole like classics are dead. Like, do you remember that video? Because every AndyTuber ever was reacting to it.
Oh, wait, say,
Wait, which one?
The classic anime is dead.
Oh, Gigas one, yeah.
Yeah, because every
To be
AndyTuber
fair,
had their own
some of
thing
my
to say.
favorite people made responses to that video, but
Oh, no,
yeah, it was
mine
kind of
too.
low hanging fruit.
Yeah, but that's because everybody was. I can only imagine being Giga like, guys, chill. Like I wasn't even entirely serious. Like, but to me it does make me go like, it's just objectively wrong. Like in my mind, because I'm like, there's so many shows that are classics right now. Like,
Did you actually watch the video though?
Yeah, because I've like I know that he doesn't say like they're not like shows are bad or like not that it won't be classics. I recognize that his point is
Yeah,
there's
so
too
you-
many.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I kind of agree with him. It's another one of those things where it's like a clickbaity title, but then you understand where the person's coming from. And in that
Yeah.
case, I do agree with him. There's just so much coming out now that nothing ever gets a chance to be classic. Because I mean, Mob Psycho 100 season 2 should have technically been a classic, but most people have already put it out of their mind because of Attack on Titan season 3 part 2.
But I feel like at least for me, even when it's not airing, like I'm still thinking about Mob Psycho. Like I'm still thinking about like My Hero.
Yeah, but can you go like a year back and still be thinking about things?
A year, like what do you mean? Like a year afterwards? Like after the
Like
show's
if you
come out?
tried to think about, right now an anime that came out at the end of 2017 or the beginning of 2018.
When did Banana Fish come out?
exactly.
Because it's still
I
in
believe
my
that
heart.
was early 2018 or late 2017.
I feel
so
like
that's
it was
about right.
and
2017.
I feel like the I don't know.
Banana Fish ended in winter.
Oh, so it would have been
Yeah.
2017. Oh shit!
Did it? It did, right? I don't know. It did
Yeah,
because
I watched it on
Came
fucking
on summer. Came on in summer. So it ran through summer and fall.
it definitely
watched
did
it on
end around that
Amazon
time.
like 2 months ago. So I have no clue.
It definitely happened around that time because people were furious with the Crunchyroll Anime Awards again because Banana Fish got snubbed so hard.
Every year, I'm looking forward to a Gretzigo sweeping this year's.
Oh, can't wait for
God.
the My Hero Awards again.
Well, I mean, especially with this season.
I mean, like this time maybe it's fair. Like, but
As a manga reader, it's going to happen this season.
well,
They'll
like,
probably throw us through a fucking loop. Like I want Carolyn Tuesday to win an award, but not for anything good. I want it to be for that song that's just like fuck shit, what the fuck.
was that real?
Yes, it
That was a real song. It was fucking amazing.
I didn't. I thought that was fake.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh my god. Okay, now I'm watching Carol Tuesday. I'm
What
so
were they
not.
called? The Mermaid Sisters or
It's just-
something?
yeah, the mermaids.
Yes, that was amazing.
Fucking bull.
That I thought that was because I saw that when somebody was like, so apparently we're not getting all the Pokemon in the next game, and it was that song.
Fucking bullshit.
And a Barbary Top Quartet.
Like,
No, it was so good.
what do you guys think about that, by the way?
Well, the Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck. There's going to be 150 Pokemon. That's enough Pokemon to catch.
Yes.
I
we
feel
don't
like
need
that's
them.
fair.
We don't need all a billion right now.
Well, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I mean, what?
feel
There was
about it.
like 900 before this new number, right? So they
Yeah.
don't need more than 1,000 in a single game. Jesus.
No. It's just I don't know. Something's not right. Like, I don't know if Game Freak's heart is in it right now. Like,
Well,
it
they're
just doesn't
building
feel
like a whole new engine for this thing as well. It's like the best Pokemon's ever looked.
looks.
Plus, they know it's going to make a
bad.
whole load of money.
That's just it. They know already that it's gonna make money. Like those trees and those animations, I refuse. They better get fixed.
They're not great, but at the same time,
The
like they're
trees
better
are
than
hovering
Pokemon's ever
above the
been. They're better
ground.
than Pokemon's ever been, though, bro. Other than
I
Pokemon
know, but it
Coliseum,
doesn't
which
look
was a pile of
good.
shit.
Like it doesn't look like Switch quality.
It doesn't look perfect Switch quality, but it does look basic Switch quality.
Miles, get Miles is in the chat and he's like asking questions. I'm just gonna get Miles in here. Miles, I'm gonna send you a direct message. Hang on. Where's
Sliding into them DMs.
Slide GD. Check your Twitter. Oh, hang on, wait. I got it. There we go. No, but like to me, it's weird, right? Because like Miles sent this video to me. Because at first I was like, I mean, like I'm upset, but it's not gonna ruin the game for me. And it's true. Like I'm still at that point mentally where I'm like, it's not gonna ruin the game for me. I'll be upset if, like, don't get me wrong, I will be upset a little bit if I can't bring like my Cubone and Marowak into the next gen. That's gonna bug me.
Can't. I thought they already confirmed that.
Who? Cubone and Marowak? They haven't.
I thought they confirmed you couldn't bring any Pokemon other than the ones that will be in the Galar region.
Yeah, but that includes past Pokemon. It's not all new. They're not, like, you're not getting 150 new Mons. You're getting a bunch of Galar Pokemon with Pokemon from other gens. But you can only bring those ones in.
Okay.
That's kind of bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Like, Vicavolt's in it.
Here's my suggestion, though. I think they should do what they're doing, build the game with the limited number of Pokemon, and then when they've already got the engine, let you do the same thing you could do in, I can't remember which Pokemon games it was, but I remember there was like, you were in the Hoenn region or something, and then you could visit the Johto and the Kanto region after. Do that, just bring it out DLC bit by bit, and add new Pokemon bit by bit to the existing system.
Like, well, you know, here's my thing, right? Like, you don't even got to do that. Like, just keep it as Galar, in my head, right? Like, and I think they will do this just because of the amount of backlash. Is I think that they'll keep the game as it is, which is gonna upset people, but like fine. Like, do you really bring your because Evil, one of the mods, if you don't know, he pointed this out on Twitter, and it's true. Like he's like, do you really bring your like overpowered Mons with you on your adventure through a new region? They don't listen to you until you get the 8th badge. See, why would you waste the slot on your new team? And it's true. But I still bring them with me post-game. Like, once I beat, like, the main game, then I rearrange my team so that I bring, like, a new Mon from that region plus, like, my old school, like, OG team from, like, a previous game. So, I do think you should be able to bring your Mons with you, and I do think everybody has... There's so many different Pokemon at this point, everybody has a different favorite. Like... Everybody has a Pokemon that they adore. And the fact that...
My new favorite is that Nightcrow thing. I love him.
He looks friggin' dope!
That looks dope.
He looks great. And that's the thing, too. Like, people forget, like, oh, I don't want new Mons. Yeah, but the Galar Mons look cool. Like, they look really cool. They all look cool. I can't think of
what
one.
What about fucking Wooloo?
Wooloo is a saint and will be defended. Wooloo. There's a Corgi Pokemon, for God's sake.
Yeah,
Corgi is pretty adorable.
Yeah.
The fact they put in a sheep in the Galar region, where in Wales, if you don't know, Welsh people are known to the British as sheep shaggers. So the fact they're adding a sheep Pokemon makes me worried.
They did that on. They did it.
They
on
totally
purpose.
did that on purpose. They already had 2 sheep Pokemon. They didn't need a third.
Dude, I'm gonna make a full team of sheep. That's gonna happen.
Oh, you should just change your trainer name to Sheeple.
What?
You could just change your trainer name to Sheeple, so you could be the Sheeple team.
The Sheeple team.
A whole bunch of sheeple.
I'm gonna be Shepherd Joseph wants to battle. Shepherd. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna complete my plan of having nothing but birds. Because my old favorite was actually what's the evolved version of Pidgeotto. I liked it.
Hang on. I'm gonna look it up because Sarah B has a list of Pokemon that are confirmed to be in it. Right?
Oh, sweet. Already.
Yeah. Like Pokemon who they saw in the trailer, they know they're there. So you got all like the Galar Pokemon, right? Like Wooloo and Dreadnought, who I think looks cool. He's like the turtle thing with like a big friggin' spike coming out of his head.
Oh yeah.
Charmander. And the whole line. Like you get everybody, obviously. So Charmander, Charmeleon, there's a meme, right? Where it's I retweeted it, and it's like it shows like a list of all the Mons, and then it zooms in to Charizard, and then it cuts to Cell, but Cell has from Dragon Ball Z, but it has Charizard's head over it, and it's that line from Cell where he's like, "You thought I was dead, but too bad, I'm alive." And it's too bad, I'm back, and it's Charizard for this game because everybody's like, oh, my favorite Mon can't come, but fucking Charizard's back.
Right.
Because of course he is.
Charizard.
By the way,
Damn,
only Charizard. No Squirtle, no Bulbasaur. Charizard.
Fuck Charizard. All he does is spam forward B. I hate him.
Charizard, like, Charizard's getting to that point. Like when I saw that it was just him and not the other, like not the other starters, I was like, okay, Charizard getting a little overrated now. Like,
But to be fair,
little bit.
yeah, he made it into Detective Pikachu. Make it into Detective Pikachu. You're set.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're golden. No Greninja yet, which is weird.
Right.
I feel like
I'm sure Greninja will be in it.
I
though.
feel like he'll
Greninja's
be-
like the favorite Pokemon of all of Japan.
That's probably my current favorite.
Greninja's dope. But okay, so yeah, you get the Charmander line, Caterpie line, of course. I don't think that's a surprise. Pikachu again. Yeah, Pikachu, Raichu. You get everybody.
I would have loved if they had left the fucking Pikachu line out of it.
What how mind blowing would it be if they left Pikachu out?
That would have been so amazing. People would have been so butthurt.
Clefairy, you get the Cleffa, Clefairy, and Clefable, which is weird. Did you know that she was supposed to be the original mascot before they swapped it with Pikachu?
Yeah. Pikachu wasn't meant to be the mascot, and then people just fucking loved Pikachu, and they were like, well, fuck, okay.
Yeah, forget Clefairy. Vulpix. So
I do like Vulpix.
Diglett. Which is,
Trio.
but that's upsetting because to me, I'm like, listen, I love Gen 1 as much as anybody else. If Cubone doesn't make the cut, I feel like this is like when you try out for like a sports team in high school, and then you have to go look at the list of names to see if your name made it, if you made the cut. That's what it feels like, only with Pokemon. Because
so far, I'm imagining they're picking Pokemon specifically that would make sense to have in the Galar region.
I hope so.
Like, there's mice, there's rats. There aren't fucking kangaroos in England, as far as I know.
Is there a kangaroo Pokemon?
Isn't Cubone?
Cubone's not a kangaroo, he's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, there's also not dinosaurs in it. I was gonna say, like, to be fair.
That stunned me into silence for a solid 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, he's a dinosaur, and then I was like, there's still not dinosaurs in Nicholas either. But it's a Pokemon, whatever.
To be fair, we do have a pretty good natural history.
I thought you were gonna say national dex. I was gonna be like, no, you don't. Okay, so but if Diglett makes the cut and not Cubone, doesn't that feel weird? Like,
a little bit.
What if Diglett makes the cut and like Scott?
I
who's
think
your
they're
favorite?
finally going to confirm that Diglett is the Pokemon god and that he has a giant body underground.
Oh, that'd be unsettling. Like, Scott, imagine if Diglett made it, but Greninja didn't.
Oh, I would be super pissed.
I'd be so mad. And I don't want to be mad at Diglett. Diglett's cute, but I don't
want Diglett over
exactly right because it's like why would you shoot yourselves in the foot like this? Like that's what upsets me.
Why do they still not have any good fucking dog Pokemon?
I was about to say Growlithe.
All the dogs look like shit. Growlithe. All of the dogs, the fire dog and ice dog legendary look like shit. The new sword dog looks like shit.
I like the sword dog.
Me too.
I hate the sword dog. And I hate
looks
the
like
shield
Sif.
lion thing.
He looks like
Both
Sif
are
from Dark
dumb.
Souls. How dare you, sir? I'm a fan. How dare you insult Arcanine, by the way?
Arcanine's shit, Jojo.
Your shit. Okay, so I'm gonna rapid fire the rest of them. So Machop, the whole line, Ghastly's line, Onyx's line, Rhyhorn's line, including Rhyperior, by the way. Gross.
Rhyhorn?
Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and Rhyperior.
I don't even remember them. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. He's the one that like walks on all fours. In X and Y, like your mom used to like be a racer, but instead of horses, it was Rhyhorns.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the one who looks like remember in Game Grumps, like his head is weird.
Oh,
Buy our
okay,
shirts.
yeah.
Like that Pokemon, that's him. Goldeen made it.
It's a fish.
And that's a fish. Yeah, Goldeen made it, and not Gyarados. I'm
How
just
the
kidding.
fuck
I'm
do they
just
not
kidding. I'm
know?
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was gonna say no.
Okay.
Magic Carpet Gyarados made it too.
We're literally the land of Loch Ness. They better have Lapras.
I I didn't even think of that. That's an excellent point. Eevee made it, including all the evolutions. Obviously, I don't think that's a surprise.
I want a new British evolution that just has a cigarette.
That sounds French.
No, a French one would also have a baguette.
A baguette, yes. By the way, if you go to Montreal, it is shockingly French there, because, Canada is very French. But Montreal is, like, where all the French people live. And it is... They are, like... It was weird, because when we crossed into Quebec, this is very side notice.
Wait, is Quebec like a region? Because I was going to say, I thought it was Quebec that was French-Canadian.
Yes, it is. But, like,
okay.
It's in there. Like, Quebec is, like, a... Okay, you guys have states?
Yeah.
We have provinces, but they're, like, the same thing. We just have a fancier name for it, I guess.
I guess the British name.
Yeah, like, I guess we couldn't call them states, because it would have been like, but they're the United States. So, that doesn't quite work. But Quebec is very French, and they are... And this is, like, I don't know why I remember this story, but it's very sweet. They are... Everyone scared me and my brother, because they said, like, oh, they only speak French there. If you speak English, they're going to be really rude to you. Because like they're hoity-toity.
Such a fucking French thing.
Exactly, and we thought that going in because we're like, oh man, because that did happen to us once. We did go to Quebec one time prior, and they were very rude, so we were like worried about it. But we went there, and every time we were like, thank you, they would laugh and be like, you're welcome. Like, I don't know what made me think of it. Oh yeah, the French thing. But yeah, just side note, French people are really sweet. I just want that out there. They have the tendency to be kind of snooty, but they're very sweet.
Maybe French Canadians.
Yeah,
not
maybe
French people.
Yeah.
French people suck.
Way to insult our French audience.
I will fucking put it down. I'm British. I'm allowed to say it. French people suck. They're cowards. They run away from wars, and they think they're better than everyone.
Okay. Anyway, Snorlax has also made the cut.
Snorlax is awesome.
Snorlax is awesome. One of my favorite birds, Hoot Hoot and Noctowl.
No.
Hoot Hoot? No, you don't like Hoot Hoot?
Hoot Hoot's awesome.
Look at his big eyes. Look at his big scary eyes. And Scotty stands on 1 foot. That's impressive. Come on, Noctowl's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Noctowl is.
Hoot Hoot's cool. He's wise. He's like a sage master. He was the owl before Decidueye.
I really hope they have a cafe in Galar region called Hoot Hooters.
Hoot Hooters. I love it. Chinchou and Lantern made it, which I thought was strange.
The fuck's a Chinchou?
You remember Lantern?
No.
It's like the dolphin Pokemon.
Chinchou
is like a little... Yeah, it's like a little ball fish thing with like... It looks like those weird fish that live on the bottom of the ocean that have like a light on the top of their head.
Yeah, the ones... Anglerfish.
Yes, they are terrifying, but also like kind of cool.
You ever seen a clown shark?
Nope, but I don't want to after hearing that.
They look like a normal shark, but then they open their mouth and they have a head inside their head like a fucking alien. It's amazing.
I don't want to hear this. I'm like Danny. Sharks really freak me out.
I'm gonna go look up a picture while you two continue talking.
No! Togepi made the cut.
Oh, God.
Wooper made the cut. Fucking Wooper and Quagsire. Wobbuffet made the cut. Jesus.
Right.
Weavile made the cut. I will accept Weavile. I was like, yes, Weavile makes sense. I will accept Weavile. Weavile and Sneasel are kind of rad. I will accept that. Mantine made the cut. Kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Tyranitar made the cut. I don't think that's really surprising.
Right.
Ludicolo made the cut.
Really?
Yeah, because he's in the movie.
Oh, well, yeah, it makes sense.
Ludicolo! So weird. I can't. Pelipper and Wingle, which I like, but I know people are going to be upset about. I was like, really? Like, I like them, but really? Okay.
Yeah, that's a bunch of questionable choices with this one.
Yeah. Routes made the cut, but I mean, I think he kind of had to because people love Gardevoir. So, Manectric made the cut. That's kind of cool. Roselia, Wailord, which I am absolutely gonna turn into a giant Pokemon at some point. Like,
Wobberfett.
what's that?
I'm still pissed about Wobberfett.
Can you imagine? Wobbuffet, but the size of a kaiju. Like, it's unsettling.
Like, why?
Flygon made it. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just a lot of randoms. Like I'm just going down the like, some of them are really random, and then other ones make sense. Like Lucario. Did you really see them cutting Lucario? Like, of course.
Not at all.
Yeah. But then like there's weird one Hippodon and Hippopotas or whatever the hell its name is, and like just weird ones. Like Gigalith. Why did Gigalith make the cut?
Right.
Just strange. Seismitoad. Sock made the friggin' cut. Explain that to me, Game Freak.
What are you talking about?
Ah!
Trash Pokemon that made it.
We're talking about all... Funny enough, as soon as you said the trash
Gigalith is a
Pokemon...
trash Pokemon, you right.
We're going down the list of Pokemon that have been confirmed to have made it. They're on the
It's a very small list.
Friggin' Sock made it, and as soon as Scott said trash Pokemon, the trash Pokemon who made it, I scrolled past Garbodor and Trubbish, who also made the cut.
Trubbish is a trash Pokemon, but he's not trash.
No, but you know what I mean? I was just like, how did they make it too?
I just came from watching Toy Story, so trash means something to me right now.
How was it?
It was great. It was
Yeah, okay,
amazing.
good, I'm glad. Vanillix made the cut too.
Vanillix is actually kind of underrated.
I like...
But here's the thing. What does it matter? Why is everybody so... Like, I'm sick of this shit, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just going down the list.
I know what you're doing. I'm just like... I haven't spoken about this yet. Like, I just don't see
Does
why
it
it's
bother
important. Like, look, there's never been a Pokemon game where you initially get to play as all of the Pokemon. So, like, why is it such an outrageous thing? Like, eventually you will be able to transfer all your fucking Pokemon into the game. Like, I don't see why it's a problem.
Well, because originally they said that they weren't gonna, but after the outrage, I was like, oh, okay, they will now.
Dude,
I
even
can't
without the
find it.
outrage,
Very
right? Like, it's
disappointing.
so fake. It's so fake. Like, even without the outrage, it would have still happened. It would
They
just
would've.
been a matter of time. How quickly it happened is a different issue.
Well, because that happened last time too, didn't it? Like with Sun and Moon, they didn't, like, you couldn't transfer them right away.
Yeah.
There was like
You
a wait.
could. You just couldn't. You couldn't do it. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm pretty sure you could transfer them right away, but like it was the same parameters. Like they had all the Pokemon coded when Sun and Moon dropped.
I feel like Game Freak has stretched itself too thin without realizing. Like, I really do think a lot of their attention's on Town right now. Because they're like, oh, we want to do Town. We've been wanting to do a different game forever. Let us make Town. And Nintendo said, no. You are making...
Nintendo's right.
I agree. I was like, I'm curious about Town, but I'd so much rather play Pokemon.
Like, I'm all for them trying new things, but like, do
Not
what
right
you
now.
do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have an obligation. I'm sure that's what Nintendo told them. You have an obligation to bring this shit to the next generation properly. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're making shit tons of money off of this, so you shouldn't be mad about your obligation to do this. But
Yeah. It just blows my mind. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, let's say they don't. Like, let's say they're like, no, we're putting our foot down on this. No more. Like only the Pokemon that we say get to be in this game. Maybe next time they can make the cut. Who knows? I think I would still be okay with that.
I wouldn't.
I think I still
there's
would
no
be.
reason for that, JoJo.
I agree, but I think I still would be okay with that if Pokemon Home is more than just like Pokemon Bank, but for Switch.
But it is that to me because I don't care about anything else. You know what I mean? Like I
If
don't
you can-
care about any. I don't care about Go. I don't care about sleep. I don't care about any of this other peripheral bullshit.
Yeah.
So like to me, it's just a means to transfer my main title Pokemon from
Yeah.
every generation I played into this next shit.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why they can't patch that in over time.
I think what I assume is happening is that like we're only gonna put this many Pokemon in for now. Like you said, like they're gonna like we're gonna do this, then we're
I'm
gonna
not
make
even putting
town.
shit in, dude. I'm not putting anything into the bank. I'm just gonna buy the game, play the game, beat the Galar shit, and then once I get there and I'm ready to play online, then I'll consider the options
Yeah.
of what it is.
I'm bringing my mons.
I want to see these same motherfuckers that are all up in arms about this, which is so fucking absurd to me. I mean, I understand the disappointment factor, but hating on the game because
Yeah,
of
like-
when the game looks fucking phenomenal is
Ah.
absurd. Like, don't buy the game then. I better see those same people not having a copy in their hands when the game comes out.
Oh, they'll buy it. They
gonna
they
have
always
to
do.
Shut the fuck up.
I agree. Like it's because to me, I'm like I have issues with it, but I'm still excited. Like, because to me, I'm like some of the graphics
What
might need
issues
some
do you
fine tuning.
have?
Was
Other
that?
than what other issues do you have?
I just think some of the graphics need fine tuning.
But I mean, that's anything you see pre-release.
That's how.
is
Yeah,
never
that's what I mean too.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Because like I people have been comparing them like the trees look like the trees look like Ocarina of Time.
it could be better. I think yeah, the models and shit that they like it could be better, right? But
Yeah.
like I need to sit down with it in my hand and to make that judgment.
I
So, like,
still
can't-
think this is going to be one of my favorite regions. Like I'm still really
Yeah.
excited to explore Galar. Like I'm still really excited for the game. And plus they already confirmed Vikavolt, so I got my OP Destroyer of Gods Pokemon with me.
he's not
So
gonna
I'm
perform
good.
the same, except you can make it big now. But he's not gonna perform the same.
Oh no, he's my precious boy, my precious Plurgle Snoo. He's coming with me.
All those obscene stats that don't mean anything are transferring with your political snooze.
Oh, man, they said it's gonna be just as fucking easy as the last couple.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be fucking easy. Pokemon
I wish they had like I saw Jaywitz talk about this.
Easy, JoJo. Why do you think we have Nuzlockes?
That's true. That's true. Well, I watched a Jaywitz video today, and he was like, he was talking about how he wishes like things that he would like to see in a Pokemon game, and one of them was difficulty modes. And I was like, I want that so bad. I didn't realize I wanted
What do you
it.
recommend that you do to boost the difficulty?
You would have to have it like say like easy mode, right? Would be something like not even Let's Go. I feel like Let's Go is even too easy. Like easy mode would be like Sun and Moon, where like you can see what moves are super effective against each other, and they tell you like off the bat. Like
That's just lazy mode. It's not even easy mode.
that's
I
what it
mean,
feels like.
Like if you don't have the capacity to remember that shit, or you're too lazy to look it up, then like that's for you. I mean, it's
And,
for
like,
kids.
Yeah,
It's just the ease of UI, and I personally like that because it is an easy. Like, there's no reason why, if you can do that, you shouldn't. I mean, yeah, it makes shit easier, but like, I mean, it levels the playing field in a way where, you know what I mean? Like, you can see it and it's there, but you still got to make tactical decisions, at least for
Yeah.
competitive.
yeah.
But,
I like the way they do it in Persona, where like once you hit that,
once you
critical
hit,
thing,
right?
I
yeah,
feel the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess what I'm saying is I just want Persona, but with Pokemon.
You're never gonna get that.
Never. That'd be really trippy, but that's not happening.
Although, who knows though? Maybe,
It's a little dark.
maybe I watch Twitch.
I mean, if you want Persona with Pokemon, just play any of the main Shin Megami Tensei series. They literally, you collect demons. It's like Pokemon.
Right? Like, which is never coming.
I think
I mean, it's the same shit. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5 isn't that big, but like it's the same shit. Any Shin Megami Tensei is kind of like that, right? But like,
I heard Yokai
guess
Watch
that-
is a lot like that.
I guess Devil Sun are like the closest thing, or Devil Survivor.
Oh yeah.
Devil
I
Survivors.
like Devil Summoner.
I actually played Overclocked. And that game rocks.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
nice.
Overclocked is a freaking awesome game.
Digital Devil Saga was really good too.
Dude, that needs a remaster, dude.
Yeah, it
really.
does.
It's great.
It needs a remaster.
Yeah. It had that cool system throughout the two games where you make the right decisions and you get to teammate like Dante again. That was pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably get Nocturne before you get that.
Oh, probably.
I mean,
Probably get Nocturne
Nocturne.
just because.
I don't even want them to touch Nocturne because they'll fuck it up. It's perfect. Sleep.
Which Pokemon? I feel like I know this about Sun already, but which? Okay, so non-legendary. This I don't know. What's your favorite Pokemon non-legendary? Because I know it's Lugia.
Lugia's not actually my favorite Pokemon. It might be.
Okay. I always thought it was.
It might be. It's up there, but I don't know if it's actually my favorite Pokemon. Non-legendary is a much harder thing.
Yeah.
My non-legendary picks are like super nonsensical. So it doesn't really.
Wobbuffet.
He made the cut, man. He's in there.
I would say Green Ninja.
Greninja, yeah. Greninja's cool.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to go with. There's too many choices.
It is.
Y'all know mine already.
Yeah, I already know.
My precious boy.
I know yours.
I'm
The
worried
thing is,
he's
like,
not gonna make it.
I don't need any of that. That's the thing. I don't need any of them, right? Like, for the longest time, like, let's go back, right? For the longest time, I still have my Blastoise from OG Red. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have the same shit.
Yeah.
So, there came a point where I stopped transferring it, though.
I just can't let go. I don't know what it is, man.
I can. Like, every game to me since X and Y has just been its own isolated thing. We don't even count RS because that shit is trash. But every game since X and Y has just been his own thing where, like, after the fact, and I don't know how much you guys ever play competitive with Pokemon. But
I'm not often. You know my skill. I'm pretty crap. It's painful for me to try.
Not in a while for me.
Like, that's the only area of new Pokemon games that I care to have my old Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm playing the story mode of Pokemon, I don't really care. Like, I'm willing to. I've always. It's like any other JRPG where I'm forming a party as I go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want old Pokemon in that party.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying that earlier. Like, Evil and I had a conversation about that on Twitter. Where, like, I wouldn't even want them right away anyway, because when I start a game, I don't play with any of my old school mons. It would feel weird. Like, then once I reach post game, then I do a sort of like all-star team where I add in like old mons with the new mons that I made along the way.
That's a good plan. Once your team that you stuck with for that game is like around the same level,
exactly. Yeah.
Then you can implement them. I mean, like, it's exactly what I do. What Ash does, what I always hated that he does. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he gets rid of his Pokemon. He's a dumbass. But
it really is. Friggin' Ash. Look,
sometimes you gotta let go.
No.
You gotta let go of Toothless.
Still not over Butterfree.
Oh man.
Still not over Toothless.
Still not over Toothless. There were dragons when I was a boy. Sorry, I'm not even gonna go into that. That movie makes me cry.
Hiccup.
That movie makes me cry.
Beautiful Jake Gyllenhaal looking bastard.
This is what I'll say. Like, if from what I'm hearing, Pokemon Go or Pokemon Home is gonna be like Pokemon Pelago, but like
Pokemon what?
Pokemon Pelago from like Sun and Moon.
That shit was trash too.
Yeah, but like if it's that plus like Pokemon Refresh or Pokemon Ami, whatever you want to call it, like where I could just check in, like they're fine. Like my Pokemon are like somewhere, and I could check in on them, and they're fine, even if I can't interact. Like, you can interact with them.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, you can't carry them over. Like, that's
I just thought this while you were saying this shit. Like, imagine if what it was Pokemon Snap 2 in disguise, man. Like, imagine you just sent all your Pokemon to, like, a fucking theme park, and then you could go through and take fucking pictures of them in the theme park while they're just chilling there.
Stop.
Sick.
I have the biggest smile on my face because I just pictured it. I was like, oh yeah! Like I wouldn't even feel bad because I'd be like, if I'm bringing them on the next adventure, I'm like ruining their fun theme park time. Like that feels wrong of me. Although Plurgle Snoo is absolutely coming with me now that I know that he can.
I mean, the thing is animal cruelty. You kidnap an animal and make them beat the shit out of each
Let's
other.
not go here. I don't want to get PETA mad at me.
Dude, such as Pokemon. They're smiling while they do it. Okay, they're smiling.
They're happy
That's
to
true. They
to
do
join
become
you.
bloodthirsty little fuckers.
That was really Shimagami.
Yeah.
I think Nancy Pelosi's got to be like, Pokemon don't sleep on the pole or something stupid this year.
Who?
Well, this year, next year. Nancy Pelosi. Like how fucking, what's her face? The woman who was against Trump. I can't
Who is
remember
Nancy
her name.
Pelosi?
You're not from America.
Jojo.
What is happening? Who is this?
Jojo, you need to know about American elections because we rule Canada, let's be honest.
I'm very confused.
Nancy
No.
Pelosi is
Who's
Democratic
breaking
leader
taboo
right now.
rules, man? Who's breaking taboo rules? We don't talk about politics, man.
Yeah, wait,
I
yeah,
wasn't like
no.
talking politics though. I was just bringing up when the dumb bitch did the whole Pokemon go to the polls bullshit and it ruined it for
She'll
everyone.
lose.
That probably lost her the election.
I think it did. Like, don't. Bad idea.
Oh man.
Did you like Poke Park? I don't think I ever. What was Poke Park?
Poke Park.
Poke
Oh,
Park.
that's a porn game
Pokemon.
Oh,
Okay.
where you go dogging with Pokemon.
I don't believe you.
I hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. a
That's the
real
thing. It wouldn't surprise me either. Newgrounds is a weird place.
I can only imagine what like it was weird when I was a boy. So I can only imagine.
Imagine now, right?
That'd be
That
a
was
very
back
different
before
version.
like Fur Affinity and DeviantArt and all of that shit.
When you the way you said it reminded me of like the How to Train Your Dragon 3 trailer. Like there were dragons when I was a boy. All I thought of was there were flash animations when I was a boy.
I remember when Egoraptor anime.
Oh my goodness.
That's a long time ago. Jeezy Josie.
So what did you guys talk about in this podcast?
No, we kind of went.
I'm
everywhere.
glad I made so many people in chat cringe. You're welcome, guys.
We talked a bit about Ava.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't here for that.
You probably knew what me and Scott had to say.
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't care. That's the thing.
That's fair.
I noticed you'd been very checked out. Even Sloan fucking posted about Ava. I was surprised to see you didn't, so I imagine you'd been.
But you know what pissed me? I mean, like, look. Here's the thing. Shout out to all of you guys, right? I pretty much all of my friends were super hype about it. I love you, even like my not like IRL friends. Like, I love you guys, but here's the thing. I'm gonna binge watch Ava any given goddamn. Fuck that, dude. But I don't see why it's such a big deal. Like, and to make matters worse, now there's a redub and it's trash. So like, what?
Yeah.
I watched this shit like 2 weeks ago. If you want. That's how I feel. Like I'm just like, why are people talking about this?
I feel like 6 months for a bad dub.
And it makes me feel like a dick. That's why I just, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to take a page out of JoJo's book. I don't have anything nice to say about this. I'm not going to say anything, but
Yeah.
it's dumb. It's just dumb to me.
It's. I feel like this is a safe space. You're allowed to shit on whatever you like here, son. Like that's
And,
fine.
like, look, like if any other, like it doesn't matter what it was, just
Yeah.
any other classic series, right? And it's coming to Netflix, like, cool. Like it's more accessible, but like you can still fucking watch. You could have been watched it.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that tweet with the dude that was like, bro, watching Ava on Netflix, woke, loaded up the VHS.
Yeah.
Good point.
Anyway, that's all I gotta say.
I'm surprised if any VHSs are still alive now. I think they
I
would
have
close
VHS
down.
player. Should get one.
Ah, man. They're so clunky to carry around, too.
Yeah, I mean, part of the charm.
Part of the charm.
It's about
Yeah, just like when you had fucking 8 tracks and giant CD-ROMs back before they were even floppy disks.
Yeah.
floppy disk where the novel is.
Shit.
What else did we
Last
talk
like
about?
2 years.
You got 2 whole megabytes on a floppy disk.
That's all that stored on a floppy?
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I guarantee you there's someone in chat who has no idea what that means.
That makes me. I mean, that makes me feel better. I don't know if you guys saw. There was like this interview with Keanu Reeves recently about John Wick. I mean, there's been a lot of Keanu Reeves shit recently, but anyway, about John Wick, and he was like, "Yeah, I remember it was a really big deal when I was filming. I think it was like the first Matrix or something like that." And they were like, "We have like, or some sort of like." Motion capture shit, and they were like, we have like 5 terabytes to use for this, like 5 whole terabytes, and they were like making like a super big deal about it. It was like some secret storage technology at the time. I was like, 5 terabytes? No, like, really? That's it?
That's funny.
Exactly. You know, people nowadays that have gaming rigs that can hit 5 terabytes, even though that's destructive as fuck.
Well, no, that's way too much for a person.
I imagine like PewDiePie and Markiplier have shit like that though.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Like to me, that's a lot for a personal use.
But
right?
yeah,
like,
for sure. But
for
yeah,
like,
but like
for filming,
industrial
that's like
things.
nothing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure industrial kind of, especially for like rendering all the digital effects they do, they must have like petabytes of data.
Exactly.
We did talk about the JoJo musical. That is a thing. Jesse, thank you for reminding
That
me.
was
JoJo
awesome.
musical?
No, we were just talking about how that would be a really good idea.
Oh, I mean, they got plenty of musicals. Why isn't there a JoJo musical?
It would be
We
really
were talking
solid.
about how perfect it would be with like all the posing and them just singing everything instead of speaking. Like especially the narration kind of shit. You get like the narrator character coming on and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is what he's doing."
Well, you open with
Dude, that would be so good. Dio would be the shining star.
dude, yeah, like open
Yes.
with like Sono Chino Sadame, but at the end bring out 5 dudes and 1 girl, and you have like the Joestar lineage shout out like Joe, and then you burst into Phantom Blood, and then later
There is
you can
no
do each
go.
part. What?
There is no go.
Yes, there
There
is.
is a girl.
There is no go. I know nothing of Jolene. There is no go.
You said her name.
She does not exist.
She took your man away from you.
Jolene. So that was a good reference. Holy fuck.
Honest to God took me a long time to be like, oh, because I was like, is there something about part 6 that I should be aware of? And then I was like, oh, never mind. I feel stupid now. Yeah, and then we talked about how when they do the ora ora muda muda burrage, it could be like an opera.
Singing battle kind of thing, yeah. One going higher and one going lower.
Yeah.
Nobody here, except for Scott, watches Carol and Tuesday, right?
Which is what?
Carol and Tuesday.
Carol and Tuesday.
I've been keeping up with the music, but no, I don't actually watch the series.
Well, you heard OG Bulldogs?
Are they? No, they're not the mermaids. Shit.
Nah, he's a ginger dude with a beard, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. That's the thing. I'm mainly keeping up with it. Just people posting the music on Twitter is keeping me going.
I mean, you kind of just binge it or something?
Yeah. It's got to be 2 core, isn't it?
Yeah, it's continued.
Just like
Dude,
SAO
Angelo,
Alice's
the
Age.
music would be disturbing, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it would.
About that. I think Angelo's probably one of the best minor JoJo villains now that I think about it.
Chocolata would be really trippy.
Yeah, he was fucked up, though.
I mean, Seko more fucked up than Chocolate.
Who?
Seko.
Seko's way more fucked up than
Yeah.
Chocolata.
I mean, they're both fucked up together. That's what
Yeah.
it really is. But
Which one's Angelo? Who's Angelo?
Angelo's
Which one?
the
First person.
They turn into
He gets turned into a stone.
the rock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that one. I can't remember his name, but I feel like the most disgusting power in JoJo was that one where if it hit you with a dart, you like slowly started to melt. That shit was
Rat.
fucked.
Oh,
The rat thing, yeah. Fuck that thing.
Yeah, I don't like that shit either.
That was weird too, because there was 2 rats, but they had the same stand. That was weird.
We don't question JoJo.
I know. I've just learned to stop.
I mean, the more you think about JoJo, the more inconsistencies you'll find. So
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. You
I
need, yeah, you
remember
need
back
some
when it was
non-question.
all about the ripple nipple. That shit was good.
My guy.
I mean, Will A still the goat, dude. Will A still the goat.
Yeah.
Caesar.
So you guys spent 2 hours talking about fictional JoJo musicals, Pokemon.
Ava.
Ava.
It led in a lot of odd directions. We talked a lot about summer anime too.
Yeah.
I don't want. I'm actually. I probably shouldn't have come to this. I'm glad I came when I did.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like this is the best time for you to show up. But yeah. Oh
I'm just
my
looking
God.
forward to. I'm really pissed off that fucking Bloodstained came out on PS4.
It's
coming
so
out next
lit.
week on Switch.
It's so lit.
This is what's been
I
sad.
was playing that before we got on.
I've seen you and Scott like playing it already, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the Switch. But as soon as the Switch version comes out, that's the same time my fucking Donghua season starts. I'm gonna have no time to play it anyway.
I have no funds. I can buy 2 games this year. Fire Emblem and Pokemon. That's all I can play for the rest of the year.
For me, it's Fire Emblem, Bloodstained, and Cadence Spiral.
You're not gonna get Judgment next week?
Oh fuck! I don't have
that came out
time.
too.
I don't have time or money for this.
Samurai
Have a whole
Showdown.
month before.
Samurai Showdown comes out Tuesday.
I mean, fuck. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's not. But you have to get Judgment, JoJo.
I can't not get Judgment.
You have a whole month until Fire Emblem.
Which one's Judgment?
Judgment's
It's the Yakuza game, basically.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When does that come?
Right.
Is that already out or is it on its way out?
No, it comes out Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. I'm gonna have to get
I was, and I remember talking about this. I was expecting to see a stream Tuesday afternoon for Judgment, dude. So I was looking forward to that.
Man, like
You're letting your
I'm
son
trying to-
down, Jojo.
I'm trying to save money.
Don't be
like-
Goku. Don't let your son down.
Damn.
I'm trying to save money so I can do the YouTube plan. Like
I know, man, but what's another $60?
man, like this summer
That
is
was
gonna kill me.
spoken like someone with true privilege.
Like, because this summer is
Hey,
gonna
man,
kill
it's
me.
spoken like somebody who only spends their money on entertainment. All right?
That's fair.
This is true.
Like I'm in a very blessed situation because my parents are like, no, dude, go for it. Like, you do your YouTube shit because you're not going to be able to do it. Like, you're not going to be able to like have the opportunity to do it forever. So you may as well do it now. So like they're cool with me, like literally quitting my job in a couple months and just doing YouTube, which is kind of rad.
Yeah,
but I
that's
need to-
nice.
yeah. So I'm blessed, but at the same time, I'm not so blessed that I can.
No, I mean you still gotta pay for shit.
Exactly.
I get that,
Yeah.
right? But
I'm
like,
thinking, well, because I want to save up. Like okay. So one of my coworkers watches the channel now, so I was like iffy on if I should say this on stream, but I highly doubt that he'll see this. So the plan is on my birthday. My birthday will be my last day, and then so I'm starting YouTube full time in October, so that I catch like the autumn season like right at the top of it, and then I could just focus. So this summer I'm gonna be doing YouTube plus work, and then autumn I'm doing just YouTube. So I'm hoping to save up bare minimum like 6 months, and then desperately find money for the rest of the 6 months and give it a full year.
I mean, it wasn't the plan to. We can talk about this later. I don't know if you need to talk about all this during stream.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, just remind me.
Yeah.
But anyway, you gotta get Judgment, man. That's the point.
I'm gonna.
That's-
Yeah, I'll have to get to it.
That's the point. But yeah, Scott, you got Bloodstained too?
Yeah, I got it.
How far are you?
Greatness. I just fought Setsuna. So,
Oh, okay. Got you.
yeah, I just picked
Have
it
you
up
beaten it yet, son?
Nah, dude, it's not that short. I got
It'd
like
only be like 6 or 7 hours long.
no, dude. I'm like 8 hours. You gotta grind and shit too. I'm 8 hours in. I only have the map at 35%. So.
Damn, that's pretty awesome. I saw the dude who does Beyond Ghibli, I forget his name, but yeah, he got the 100% cartographer achievement, already. That's fucking
Yeah,
insane.
you probably don't like the shit. Because you can, if you play it for like 2 days without doing anything else, you could definitely beat it pretty easily.
Right.
It's not
sure.
like it's a pretty intricate. Like my boy outdid himself with this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, not that soon.
It's actually phenomenal. Like my favorite. I feel like we talked about it before, but my favorite Castlevania, my favorite 2 Castlevanias are Symphony of the Night and Art. So like this shit like is my shit. You know what I mean? It reminds me of, like 1-to-1 of Aria and Dawn of Sorrow. Like 100%. Like it feels like I'm playing this.
Nice.
But with way more weapons and way better graphics and
Right. It's not a DS game.
like more ability. It's so much, dude. It's so good.
The music's great.
Okay,
Voice acting is really good.
This is off
Character-
topic, but
What's up?
I remembered something. So this morning I left for work, but I was late because at the time I was watching your Fruits Basket stream. And I was disappointed because I didn't get to see what happened, your reaction to Akito and Toru. Because I was always,
I mean, you didn't miss anything. It was creepy as shit.
I was furious. I was so mad.
Well, I wasn't because I was just more than anything. Like, are you talking about what Akito said about Toru?
What Akito said.
Oh yeah, I was like, fuck you. But like at the
Yeah.
same time, like I'm more intrigued than I am upset with Akito because like for you to be that twisted and like manipulative and crazy,
Yeah.
you have to have experienced some fucked up shit.
Like, I want to know what he, like...
Oh, you know he has because he's an exile.
But I want to see
Tim.
like all it did was make me curious. Yuki's reaction was crazy, so I want to see both of their backstories more than anything right now. And I'm glad that Toru, like, what made me happy about the interaction is that I'm super happy that Toru isn't that naive. Where like, I thought Toru was gonna get drawn into that false kindness, and she did. I was super happy about.
Well, and what made me happy was the glare, like Kyo giving him the freaking death stare from across the
dude. I was like,
whoa, yeah, that was so dope. And everyone's like, because I said that, people were like, oh, you're in for some shit. It's like, yay.
I will kill you. I see you again.
Man, Kyo's so good. I love Kyo. He's the best. I was very much like Yuki Toru for a while, but now I'm like Kyo Toru.
I tried to tell you. I'm trying to tell everybody, dude. Since day one, it's all about
Kyo is best
you
boy
feel
Toru.
great.
Best boy in general is Cowboy.
Is what?
Cowboy is best boy in general.
Oh
yeah.
How to great. Dude.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious too, dude. The bathroom shit.
Oh my god! How do I know that's your real hair? Come here. Just
like if the carpet matched the drapes, then it's real hair.
I love that he wasn't even that mad when he came out. He was just like, I was wrong.
He was already picturing Yuki in a girl's uniform. I don't think.
I think
that was a pleasant experience for him.
Yeah, that was pretty. I could not, but like, because when the dude was introduced and started screaming, I was like, this guy sounds really familiar. And then like halfway through, I was like, Cosmo, like right away. All right, Cosmo this.
No, it was a great episode though.
He was just playing Cosmo in that scene. Like when I was like, this is just Cosmo. Like when he's just like, that's not a uniform a boy should be wearing.
That was just him. That's just him. That's just like his intonations and shit.
Yeah,
know? I mean, he's just like that.
I love that actor so much.
Because Cosmo and that dude, I don't know if they would actually get along.
Oh no, Cosmo would be like, you're too uptight.
Right.
But I just mean like his way, like I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think Cosmo would care about how Momiji was dressed. I don't think he would give a shit. Because that dude had a. I was like, okay, because at first I was like, well, that's a little weird. Like he being a little homophobic, and then I was like, oh, never mind. He's very clearly down for Yuki. Never mind.
Everybody down for Yuki, dude.
That's true.
I'm down for Yuki. I don't even.
The man is charming.
Like, I mean, if I was there, I don't know if I'd be able to resist. You know.
White-haired anime boys, man. Ever since Victor Nikiforov, son's lost himself.
No. That man is on another level entirely. Carried away. I would stroke that dude's chest. You can quote me on that.
Oh. Somebody has Toru been looted yet? I hope not.
He was murdered fucking
I've
2
seen that.
decades ago.
Go looking for something like that. That's disturbing to me.
Upsetting.
But
Oh, somebody got their
2
comments
decades
removed.
It's fine.
No, I removed it.
I'm not gonna look.
Nothing against Ryu. It's kind of.
Is it spoilery?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna look. But yeah, that's I don't know. Fruits Basket's so good.
Anime of the season, though.
I truly believe that. Like,
I mean, if you don't include sequels.
you can't include sequels.
Uh,
Because if you include sequels, then it's Titan for me. Like I love JoJo's, but it's gotta be Titan for me.
this is arguably sometime. I mean, at least the last 5 episodes of Titan. At least the last.
Oh yeah, it's flames.
I want to know more about Kruger so bad.
This man, I have no comment.
The owl. I like him already,
Mm.
even though he's a shit. Grisha too. Grisha's another one where I'm like, damn it, Grisha. God damn it. I was so like on Team Grisha, and then everything went south. I don't want to spoil it because it's relatively recent, but like,
Was she the mama or was she Smiley Face?
Grisha's the Aaron's dad.
Oh, it's the dad.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
But yeah, I was gonna ask you. So like, why can't you play Bloodstained? Like, it's not like that day, the season that like you have shit to do that day.
Exact same day Incarnation comes out.
What comes out?
Incarnation. The 3D one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you can still play. You just gotta get your shit done first.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, yo, just make it. Look, you got it on the Switch too. You lucky bat. Like, look, this game is hard, but not that hard if you grind. Right? You played it before. My point is like, you get a huge benefit from the Switch as a console because you don't have to save every time you're trying to stop playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can just turn it off. And true, I could. Like, if I buy it, I can just take it upstairs with me at night and play it before I go to bed.
Exactly.
That's
Play
crazy.
like an hour before you go to bed, and then like just hit that. No matter where you're at, if you're trying to go to sleep, just hit that home button, put it to charge, and you'll be all right.
Good point.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm hungry as I don't know what.
I think now's a good time to end the stream anyway. We've been going for quite a while. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, I forgot my own outro.
I remember the outro.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Hey, that's trademark.